Hello everyone. Are you ready to play? With new glitters! Finally. It's your time. You know who you are. The glitter people. The glitter fiends. The glitter lovers. The glitter experts. The glitter freaks. I see you. Show yourselves! Don't be afraid to sparkle. Do we like my jacket? I mean, I know the glitter lovers do. Ben, what do you think? What do you think of my jacket and my hair? I dyed my hair. I got a new jacket. I'm still wearing pajama pants, but thank you for the tea.
I heard today's stream is going to be a speed run. You're trying to set a record for fastest launch stream.
No. I like long gameplay. Sometimes I replay it. We might do the stream again just to make sure that it didn't miss something, you know? Like, I'm a completionist, so we're gonna be here for, maybe it'll be a longer than usual stream. What kind of gamer are you? Speedrunner or completionist? I'm definitely a completionist unless I'm bored. Then I don't care. Then I'm like, bye, I'm painting my nails, you know? Depends on the vibes and the mood, and that's okay. Different games are for different people. I can't play anything that's difficult. Just like nail polish, different vibes, different colors, different formulas are for different people. So let's do a quick poll in the chat to see who's here. By your formula, you know, vibes, like how you identify a nail polish. What kind of formula are you? Okay, are you a, and now I know you have to put yourself in a category. Yes, I'm forcing you, unless you just opt out and don't do the poll. But are you a glitter lover? Like, give me all the chunky glitters. I want to see the sparkle, full holo. Obviously, that's a given. Like, I don't even need to put the word glitter. You're more like a shimmer or a dusting of glimmer. Like, you know, crème. Are you a crème person? You just want straight up? Or let's just say you're like, I'm not really doing colors here. This is more like formula person. So like metallic, or there's kind of overlap because glitter is also shiny. Metallic or smooth chromey like. Let's do that. So let's rephrase this. Hello? Hello? Pick one. Which formula are you? Which formula player are you? Yeah, we're gonna theme it. If you had to pick one, I know I'm everything, okay? Whatever. I'm so mean. That was so rude of me. Well, welcome on in, everyone. Today is another Holo Taco launch stream, and Nothing's Limited edition. We're vibing. We're lo-fi vibing. I will switch the music to like a little more lo-fi, but you know, this is kind of fun in the background until it gets annoying. So you let me know. Cheers. Grab your tea, your water, or your controller. I don't have a cute controller. Like, what's wrong with me? I did not prepare. My controller's so boring. It's just a basic offering. I could never. Grab your controller because maybe you can control the stream later when you ask me for comparisons. And I'm gonna do some combos. We're gonna layer these over crèmes, yes. But yeah, let's get yourself comfortable because we're gaming, but for nail polish. Welcome on into the mods, our wonderful mods who will be moderating the chat. That's not even like a gaming pun. That's just what happens normally. So they'll be doing the usual wonderful moderation of chat. Shout out to our stunning mods who I'm sure they all love glitter. Like, they could never say it's not the best, you know. I'm sure they're all sparkling right now. And also welcome on into the Menchie Gang. Menchie Gang, your extra bonus stream is tomorrow Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's where I just do an extra bonus stream once a month for the Menchie Gang to just chill with them a little bit longer and, you know, vibe out. Whatever they want to do, we do. And there is no Holo Taco customer service in chat, but if you need any of their help, they are happy to play. Just contact them directly at support@holotaco.com. So yeah, let's get this out of the way. This is my jacket. It's sparkly. I'm too tall. You know, I can't fit in this frame. It's hard being so tall, like 5'4". Yeah. It's on my Amazon page if you care. I kind of looks like I'm going to a Taylor Swift concert. Fun fact, it's the same jacket I wore for the Off the Deep End collection launch, but a different color. I kind of like this color. I think it really pops with the pastels, but also sparkly, which is this collection. Okay, also I dyed my hair. I know, yes. I dyed it yesterday. Not I, a professional. Not me. I am not a professional. And it's still kind of curly and hairsprayed because I did not shower because I wanted to maximize what I paid for, you know the feeling. Yeah, so no showers were had. We had to maintain this look. But yeah, I did more balayage, you know, so there's more blonde. I got just a little cut, not too much, and the front is like blonder. They call that a money piece. I don't know, it's kind of a coin toss to me, you know. I'll see how I feel over time. But yeah, what do you think? You also got your hair dyed yesterday? Nice, Sarah. All right, well, today we are launching glitters. Finally, it has happened to me. Glitters are coming for you. That didn't rhyme. It's been a long time. I agree. I wholeheartedly admit it has been a long time since Holo Taco released a full collection of jam-packed glitters. And when I say jam-packed, you know, our formula is not a glitter formula that's gonna take 5 coats to be opaque. You don't have to sponge it on. You can, if you want. That's definitely an option. But just like our OG glitter formula, these are buildable, reaching full bling coverage in 3, I recommend thin coats. Do 3 thin coats for best results. We'll get into like hot tips and tricks, pro tips for glitter, and everyone who wants to like know how do you get it to look exactly like you have it on your nails, because I know that's a common question. But this is just like our OG Holo glitter formula, if you recall, our original holiday collection that didn't have a name other than the holiday collection. But there's an extra little bonus in there. There's little tiny holographic squares. They're just little babies. But what they do is they help give more surface area to refract more rainbows. So what happens is you step back and then you're like, oh, it's even blingier. Like it's even sparklier. Yeah. And this time we have a kind of punchy pastel palette. It's not like pastel like baby muted. It's punchy. We've got some color. I'm excited for these. Sorry, I have this light on for my macro shot. We'll get there. So I have like triple lights going on. Beauty Guru lights are not the best to see holo. We know this. You know, shade does not do holo good service. The sun does. It's hard to find that where I am. It's just been raining all the time. What is this? So that's where my iPhone flash comes in handy. But yeah, who wants to look? Close-up time. Ah! There she is, Holo Taco Pixel Perfect Collection. 7 new packed holographic glitter, full holographic. There's nothing that's not holographic. We would never do this to you. Send me to jail if I do. And there is no box for this collection. Nothing is limited edition. And you can get the entire collection for a bundle price. So you save money if you get everything together. You're welcome. Yeah. We did that for the glitter lovers because I know you could not resist the entire vibes. All right, I'm gonna break out my iPhone. Ready? iPhone flash. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, hello? 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 Oh, when it's blurred, it's the best. I kind of like it when it's blurry. Yeah. Blurry holo is better than drugs. Fight me. So we've got Glitch and Glam, Lo-Fi Lavender, 8-Bit Blues, Bonus Life, Coin Toss, Bite My Peach, and Control Cutie, spelt CTRL, like the control button, you know. Be in control. You're such a cutie. When did this turn into Beautiful World? What, is that a game reference that I don't get? Fuck! Also got them on my other hand. I'm wearing a colorful rainbowish Skittle, which I love that you can do with these glitters. You can kind of do it in order if you want. You can do more like the sunset side of the rainbow, or you can do like kind of the cool tone bluey side of the rainbow. It's not meant to be like a perfect rainbow or anything. Don't come for me, rainbow experts who are all like, Righty babe is technically this. It's for the vibes. And speaking of lo-fi gaming vibes, let's take a look at the mood board. Oh yeah. So huge shout out to my team because they were behind this. I mean, I was on board, but they were behind this, okay? Because we also have some gamers on our team at Holo Taco. We've got the Pixel Perfect collection, which is new holo glitters loading, 7 new shades, but in punchy colors that are inspired by kind of that 8-bit gaming era, like a little bit retro, but also a little bit girly. Like she's cutesy. And you can see the shade names kind of pulled down there, associated with different games. What games do you recognize? I mean, the star's pretty standard. So even if you're not a gamer, you're like, I've seen that star before. I just don't know where. Have you seen this sock before? You seen this purple little sock? She's just lo-fi chilling in her room. That's me. This is an actual picture of me. What are we seeing from this? Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, GameCube, Mario Party. Yeah, a little bit of inspo from everything with a little girly twist. Bite My Peach is such a good shade name. Thank you, thank you. That one's a winner too. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I kind of like it. That one's spicy, but also on theme. Flappy Bird, Adventures of the Sock. That's me. All right, let's close the poll. All right. What formula player is chat? 55% are choosing the glitter lover character. Damn. Okay, that's the majority. There you go. I guess it's a good thing we're launching glitters. 29% are more of a shimmer or dusting of glimmer player. 6% are crème. Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised at that one. This stream audience is a little bit different than the Holo Taco customer base, where that 6% is definitely higher, just based on, you know, sales analysis. And 10% are claiming metallic or smooth chromey player. All right. Everyone has a taste, and happy to hear it sounds like you guys like glitter. Which is so good to hear because it has been a struggle, you know? Glitters don't always sell the best, especially when it's the full collection. I'm just being really honest because people, I think, have it in their head. My analysis, but you correct me if I'm wrong. This is based on market research I have done with this chat multiple times. I think it's for 2 reasons. Number one, and we can't change this reason, and that's totally okay. There's people who just don't want blingy sparkle. They're like, nah, I'm more demure, and that's fine, you know? That's okay. Everyone has a totally different preference in glitters. Even if it didn't matter, like if we change the color, there's some people who are like, I'm not into glitters because they don't like the look of them. The second group is people who don't love taking them off. Glitters are harder to take off, especially ones that are packed for full coverage, because you kind of have to like scrub at them. I got Peely Base for you. Have you heard of Peely Base? that is kind of the hack. And there's ways to extend the life of Peely Base, like the moat method, which we can talk about in detail later, so that it can stay on a little bit longer, but also pop off so you don't have to scrub, okay? So we're gonna talk about all those tips and tricks, and I know people have questions about glitters or using nail polish thinner, which is another trick, as glitters do thicken over time. That's very normal, especially for a good quality packed glitter, which you want. So there's more product, more holo. You know, the more holo, the better in the bottle. But yeah, we're gonna do all the info you want later in stream, but we got 9 minutes until the new collection launches. Do you guys have any questions about the new glitters? But not the pro tips that it's gonna take me longer to get into. I will show them again on my nails. So this is like kind of beauty guru lighting. I have diffused light boxes, if that means something to people in photography, which is better for like my face, but not necessarily for holo. And to see holo glitter sparkle in more rainbows, you're really gonna wanna break out that iPhone flash. Or the sun. Break out the sun, okay? Will someone please call the sun? Tell them you're wanted. See my thumb too. Ah! Coin toss. I think she's gonna be a gold winner. You know, golds and yellows tend to typically not sell the best, just relative to other shades. But I have faith in this one. So we're gonna do a poll later where I ask you guys which ones you think are the best sellers, and we're gonna compare it to real-time data or early sales data of those who choose to purchase individuals. But in case you're coming in late, this is the Holo Taco Pixel Perfect Full Coverage Punchy Pastel Glitter Collection. Nothing is limited edition. There is a bundle price if you get all 7 of these at $91 US. And they are releasing in 8 minutes. They will be live on holotaco.com, as always. Remember, yes, thank you, chat, for reminding me to remind you. Remember to log into your rewards, get those loyalty points, redeem any rewards you want to. If you have a birthday code, those are good for 90 days from when they were issued. If you have anything else you want to redeem with your points, don't forget to do that. Can't wait to see comparisons. Oh, we're going to do them. Holo Taco will also have some quick reference Instagram slides up just after launch, but I will do whatever you want me to do. This is a game, I'm the player. Later in stream. Rainbow Snow has been my favorite for so long. How does the formula compare to the original holiday collection? It is essentially the same formula in terms of how packed it is, in terms of holographicness, in terms of the mixed different hex sizes and colors, in terms of the tinted jelly base. Those are all the same. The only difference is these have an added bonus of tiny little holographic silver squares, which you can't really tell from far away, in part because of the color is closer to the silver. Like this is a little bit lighter of a collection than our OGs or something like Inside Job. But if you look up close, then you can kind of spot the little squares. We're calling them like little pixels. And that was partly the inspiration for this collection, being the Pixel Perfect collection, is adding those tiny holographic squares is kind of like a fun little bit, but also it elevates the holo sparkliness from far away. Like it really does. I've prototyped, we like tested them without, but the squares really just like refract the light a little bit better and just allow you to just bling out. So you can't really see them from here, but we're gonna get super zoomed in and you'll see. Yeah. This is a fun little bit, fun little 8-bit in a 7-piece collection. I know you guys have made fun of me for that. Whatever, I'm not just gonna make a collection 8 pieces because we had some copy line about an 8-bit, you know, gaming. What's wrong with you? Here, let's get them on a wheel. Wheelie time. All right, let's see if you can see the squares. How good are your eyes, chat? They're there. Oh, they kind of have to pop. But see, there's tiny little squares that really just like give a platform for more holo to shine, because these are the most holo silver squares we could find. So they're not just like reading like a dead dark spot. No, no, no. They're gonna read like ooh, a tiny little pop. I think it blends well, but it's still there, if that makes sense. But look at that. Look at that palette. I love it. And of course, I'm gonna be polling you on what's your favorite, which one are you, you know, who's your player. I don't want to bias you, so I'm not gonna tell you mine yet. What are we loving? Which shades? Here, just say the words. We'll do a poll. A formal poll will be done later. You want to bathe in them? I tried. I was not allowed. You love the gold? Oh, that's coin toss. We tossed a coin on, including a yellow proxy with this collection. The lavender, the blue, the gold, the blue, the lavender, 8-bit blues, green, 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 blue, green, gold, lavender. I'm seeing a lot of lavender and blue and green and gold. There's one for peach. Come on, peach. That's the best shade name. not to hate on the others, but like bite my peach. Like, hello. Pink. Okay, we got a control cutie. The pinky purple. This is a really nice purple too. This is a really good kind of replacement for Glitterly Purple, if you remember, from like what feels like 8 years ago, but I think it was 4 from the remix collection. But this is like cleaner. It looks better. If you know, you know. Ben, what is this? Choose your character. I did not authorize this poll. Mario or Sonic? Okay. It's your birthday in a few days. Happy birthday to GC fan. What's GC, the government of Canada? Yeah, I was hacked. Ben has hacked my stream. I did not authorize this mod. All right, are we live yet? I like how you guys always tell me when we're live, so don't worry, I won't miss it because you'll tell me. Yeah, drink your water, stay hydrated. We're gonna be gaming for 17 hours straight. It's live? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, it's live. Hold on, we're gonna turn up the music. Ready for the refresh? I love doing this. Going from the last collection to the new one. Ready? Reload! Level up, baby. It's game time. We got glitters. I need to see that again. Level up. Again. What good, like, set photography. Amazing. Stunning. The Pixel Perfect collection is now live. Nothing is limited edition. So if we do sell out of a shade, that does mean the bundle will be out of stock. But our intention is to restock them, assuming pigments are available. There's always going to be that asterisk. I can never make promises for the rest of our lives. But our intent is to restock these, which is great news because I kind of have a feeling, I don't know about you, but I have a feeling this is going to become a new staple range for Holo Taco. It's been missing. I fully admit it's been missing. We needed something like this to stick around for people, to get them to satisfy the cravings for holo glitter in a palette that feels suitable for spring or summer, like first half of the year or whenever. Honestly, like some of this is kind of wintry too. So it is pretty versatile in my opinion. And if you're more like give me a rainbow type person, like we're serving you one, essentially. Yeah. So I think she's gonna be a new classic is what I'm kind of hoping for. So we'll see what happens. I'm praying for them to do well. I'm rooting for glitters. And I'm here to help you if you hesitate with glitters because maybe you don't like taking them off. Maybe you think it's annoying. You know what I mean? I got you because the result of this on your hands is just so worth it. I think like when I'm out in the real world with normies, you know, and they're like, oh my God, what's on your nails? It's oftentimes like a super pack sparkly holo because I think people who don't like paint their nails or know as much about nail polish just assume that's gotta be a salon product because it's like so multi-dimensional and 3D looking. They're like, wow, what is that? Like that looks so different than anything they've got from the drugstore. That's my goal. And it's actually not that hard. You can do it at home. Got your pixels secured. Order in, let's go. Should have bundled a peely base. I hear you, but I didn't want to like force that onto people, you know, for this. But make sure to pick up peely base if you need another one or if that interests you, peeling off the glitters. Got the bundle, currently wearing a Skittle Manny with all the hot pinks. Nice, love that. We'll be doing comparisons later, Crystal. We're gonna watch the Holo Taco YouTube video first, and I wanna walk you guys through the formula and do that deep dive. Could have been a 10-color rainbow. How much nail polish do you guys want? I'm glad this is definitely filling some gaps. So let's take a quick look. Look at this stunning landing page. I feel like we're in a game. This looks like we're in a game. Life is a game, I guess. The new Pixel Perfect collection. You can get the full set with a bundle price. And we got Bonus Life, 8-Bit Blues, Lo-Fi Lavender, Glitch and Glam, Control Cutie, Bite My Peach, and Coin Toss. Got some videos preloaded as well, so you can have a look at those. If you just scroll down on the main landing page, you'll see some wonderful, there's some nail art we already got. It wasn't me, but you know, other wonderful creators. You can see just some quick application footage if you don't want to watch the full video that is already on the Holo Taco YouTube channel. Which is this. But yeah, absolutely stunning palette. I love it. It kind of lifts me up. It makes me feel like, you know what? Life's not so bad. I just need a break. You know, I just need a break to paint my nails, to put on some lo-fi chill music, and just sparkle. Sometimes you just need to sparkle. She's so beautiful. People are always amazed that I do my own nails and it's not from a salon. Yeah. I'm like, no, it's just really good nail polish. Yeah, it's special effect nail polish, which is what kind of shocks people. They're like, how did you do that? That's like salon. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's Holo Taco. I'm camping with very little internet, hiding out from my hubby and kids, trying to watch this live. Wait, I mean, I won't out you. I can't wait for autumn, though. Love me some Holo Taco. This collection is the bomb. Thank you, thank you. Author with nails. Did you know 9 out of 10 gamers are gamers? What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another stream. Yep. I'm a gamer. Who didn't know that? I play games every Wednesday. I know. Shocking. I'm at a convention this weekend, so I can only grab the collection and 2 purples for my sister. Oh, that's nice. Your sister will love them. All right, I say we watch the Holo Taco YouTube video because I would love to walk you through the formula and I think answer a lot of questions. But then what we're gonna do is do some live comparisons. I'll take all your requests. Happy to show you the color differences. I will just say very high level. The majority of these were specifically targeted in color to like fit in between something, with some exceptions that were kind of like, oh, that would look nice like this, like in a line. So it's a mix of both. But I will show you everything you want. I also got these shades with Glossy Taco. I mean, always get your Glossy Taco over top of glitter, but also matte Taco just to see what it looks like and to see the squares up close. We mattified them. And I have some similar creme colors to show you another hack that if you're just not someone who has the patience or time, you don't want to layer up 3 coats of thin glitter for the fully opaque look, but you just want like 1 coat maybe, you can put them over a matching creme. Assuming that creme doesn't like take 3 coats, you know, because I know it's kind of like, what's the point? But I pulled some Holo Taco crèmes, and we're gonna do that exercise live. And then we'll probably look at the Holo Taco del Detectives deck. What kind of game are they gonna make me play? We'll find out. And maybe we'll play bingo, speaking of games, at the end. Shawarma, I'm Holo Royalty. Congrats. Nice. You're gonna want to be Holo Royalty soon. Wearing glazed over with Rider Diamond as nail art for a festival this weekend. Nice. I'm in the mood for more glitter. These are perfect festival shades. I'm sorry they're a little bit late for you to attend yours, but that's what I honestly like. I love these too. For that, for anything, for your wedding, you know, just pick a color. Here's your wedding shade. This collection is definitely a new favorite of mine. Great job, Christine, and the whole Holo Taco team. Thank you so much, Emma's Nail Art. I'm so excited to see everyone's reaction. I love seeing in the chat already how excited people are. And I can't wait for people to ultimately get their collection and play with it and show me what you want to do with it. Because there is like different nail art variations. You can do lazy gradients. You can do a full rainbow gradient if you have the skill set. You're a top gamer. You know, you're in the top 10 and you can fit them all on one nail. But yeah, they're pretty versatile, but also easy enough to use to just paint on one color and like look stunning. And the theme is on point, right? The theme is so cute. Thank you, Ducky. Correct, these are not limited edition polished Pisces. If a shade sells out, then the bundle would be sold out. But we would work to restock them as soon as we can, pending pigment availability. There's always going to be an asterisk. If we can't get a certain pigment, then we may not be able to restock it. Like what happened to Love Spell. Oops. Sometimes this just happens. The supply chain is a complicated game. Don't try. Don't even try playing it. Missed my memory chat. I apologize, Heather. It's usually a little crazy at the top of our streams here. Any chance of backgrounds with the digital art? So backgrounds are coming, and one of them is this cloud. If you like the cloud, shout out to our wonderful creative director / graphic designer doing this. I also love the cloud pixelated backdrop, and just love that we kind of use like real photography, but then put this, you know, the pixel stuff in the background. I think it's, so I agree with you. And one of them will be the phone background. Yeah. I'm constantly asked about my nails. People are always shocked when I tell them it's not gel. Thanks, Simply. Glossy Taco Heart. Love this collection. Awesome. Thank you. Just bought Bonus Life and Lo-Fi Lavender. Thank you. Amazing. Okay. I suggest let's get into the video. Let me just open her up. Whoa. Is it still premiering? She's still premiering. That's okay. Let's pause this music. No double music. Hoping for this collection of royalty to stay in stock for 9 days so I can bundle with my birthday gift. Uh-oh. I hope so too. Mental Princess 19. What a name. Amateur nail art. Bonus glitter hack. You can also paint the glitters over linear hollows. That's also a good idea for easier application removal. Yes, and then you'll get like that linear hollow pop. There's so many combos you can make, even with our full coverage polishes. What? The limit does not exist. Author with nails. Also, I want to say I got engaged in Holo Taco last week. Got so many compliments on my nails. Vitamin Glow on Sonswong. That's so romantic. The nail polish and also the engagement. Cami, I'm at a hen party, but nothing will stop me from ordering Holo Taco. Okay, let's take a look at the video. Oh, this is the chat. This collection has me dead. I need a one-up. Oh my God, Ben, stop. Benjamin, what are you doing? Okay, sorry. I'm closing this chat. because it's a premiere. It's not done yet. We'll just pretend. 10, 9, 8. This is from YouTube. We didn't make this. 2, 1. Collection loading. Don't make me dance alone. I know you're dancing at home. Introducing the Pixel Perfect collection. Yeah. 7 new punchy pastel holo glitters. All the holo is overloading the system. Uh-oh. Check out that lineup. Pick your player. We're glitching out. First up, we got Control Cutie, which is a medium pink jelly base. They all have jelly bases. Holographic glitter formula, square pixel shaped holo glitters, and she is always in control. Holo Taco and their viewers say hello. That should have said hello. Yes, welcome on in, viewers of this exact video that we're now rewatching to talk about the formula, but it is so necessary. Okay, so this glitter formula is very similar to our OG holo glitters, such as Rainbow Snow, Frostlight, RIP, Midnight Spark, Party Punch, also RIP. But it has the addition of small little holographic squares, which you can only really see when you like zoom in on a macro camera like this. But I love to show you guys glitter composition, even though that's not really a reflection of like what your eyes are seeing, unless you have like super good eyes and you're painting your nose like this, I suppose. Don't shine lasers in your eyes to see Olo, you know what I mean? Results we can't confirm. But let's take a look. So you're gonna wanna build up our holo glitter polishes in thin coats. The reason being is if you put it on too thick, it might struggle to dry. And then when you go back on the second coat, what happens is you end up picking up the first coat and then you can accidentally end up like gooping it off. So has that been something that people have experienced and maybe has turned them off of glitter? So what you need to do is just thin coats and let it dry, like touch dry. So that, depending on your climate, might take just a few minutes. To be safe, I would wait more like, 7 to 10. But here's my first coat. It's a super thin coat. I'm not stroking multiple spots on the nail more than once. Like, it's gonna be sparse on the first coat. That's okay. That's good. Because what happens is you do the first coat, the glitters go where they go. The jelly tints just a bit. You let it dry. You do the second coat. The glitters fill in the holes. Let it dry. And then you do the third coat. The glitters fully fill in the holes. I'll play it now. We'll watch. Yeah, don't overstroke. She said what she said. Second coat. Let dry. Third coat. She's filling in. Always top any nail polish really with Glossy Taco. Look at the little holo baby. Hold on, I want to stop it on the holo. All right, let's do a formula close up. Okay, you see those tiny squares? Those tiny little holo pixels is what we're calling them. They're not that much different in size than the larger of the hex glitters, which is like more like the hexagon shape. That's why it's called a hex glitter. But they help to lift the holo effect. And they also help with coverage of the nail because they're a slightly larger surface area. So let's take a step back here. One other tip. I'm wearing Disco Inferno on my other nail, FYI. If you're like, wow, what's that shiny frosted metal orange? That's Disco Inferno, which we still have some stock left of our Holo Royalty collection. You're welcome. That's still in stock. So what I like to do with chunky glitters is Have you ever put on glitter nail polish and then you found it was like too textured? Is that something that people have felt and then maybe felt discouraged? So what you can do, first of all, when you top coat it, you're going to want to be using like a good glossy top coat. So something that is on the slightly thicker side rather than a thinner, maybe like waterier top coat. I've definitely used top coats from the drugstore in my past history that were like just too waterier. Like there's no way, even with 2 coats, like they're not going to work over a glitter. What happens is a chunky glitter like this kind of eats top coat, which is very normal for regular nail polish. We're talking in regular nail polish land, not gel, which is totally different story. So it's very normal for any glossy top coat, regular top coat, to kind of sink into the first layer of glitter. So what I like to do is let that happen. Let it sink in, let it get eaten. You know, the glitter's thirsty when she's packed like that. And then a long time later, like several hours or the next day even, I add a second coat of glossy top coat. And let me explain why I don't just do it immediately. If you let your first layer of glossy top coat dry, and it's been like, it's touch dry in 10 minutes, it hasn't fully sunken though into the glitter. Like even though it feels dry, you're like, oh yeah, because it's a good quick dry top coat. It hasn't sunken yet. So I like to fully let it steep like tea overnight or oats overnight or like overnight curls. Doesn't have to be overnight. I also have done it like, I don't know, 6 hours later in the day or something. And then I add my second coat of top coat. And that I find actually makes it super smooth. And don't be afraid to do a thick coat of glossy taco here, because that's how you'll get the best results when wearing chunky glitter polish like this. So thin coats for the nail polish for the glitter and thick coats for the glossy taco. Does that make sense? Because the glitter formula is thirsty. She's not even thirsty. She's hungry. So glitter polish can dry down slightly textured. That's normal. It gets eaten. And it's optional to add a second coat of glossy taco. Just I suggest doing it much later. All right, here's some of our wonderful swatchers painting on again. Yeah, who's taking notes? Take notes. Different lighting. Okay, get your pen. In case you didn't know this. I know so many of you know this, but I love giving education, especially when it's about glitter. Guys, who would have thought I would be a teacher one day? Crazy, crazy. The butterfly effect is crazy. If I never painted my nails on the internet, I wouldn't be explaining why holo glitter looks different in different lighting to 3,000 people live. I gotta make that TikTok. All right. Anything holographic, which means it reflects rainbows or like a prism in direct lighting, is gonna look different in different lighting. This entire collection is holographic, but set in a jelly or tinted base. So we have color, but we also have holo. The holo particles look different depending on the lighting. So phone flash, that's my iPhone flash, you're gonna see the most rainbows and they're gonna refract like crazy. This is how you like show off your nails. You're like, yeah, look at them. I'm flashing you. Yeah, new kind of flashing. It's acceptable everywhere. In fact, it's encouraged to whip out your iPhone flash when you're at dinner and be like, look, guys, look, I just did it myself. Okay. So in indoor spotlight, I'm calling it, which is just like, I don't know, a kitchen light I have overhead. We're also going to see the holo because you're getting direct light. Low light, which is in my house where there's no direct lighting, but I'm just indoors and there's lights around me. You see more of the shapes in the glitter as opposed to the holo sparkling, because you really do need that direct light to see the holographicness kind of refract off of the little pieces of holo. And in the shade where we have zero direct light, no sun, this is Canada. I basically got 0 sun shots and I tried my best and I shot these during the day. And every day I went outside when I was swatching and I was like, no, Why no sun? I did this like a month ago, so yeah, there's no sun in Canada. It's actually like, I'm filing a complaint. But in the shade, you can see more of the pieces and the composition, the shape, and things just read a bit silver. You're still gonna have the color, but it looks different. It's a new world. We've entered a different level. We like to include these in our main YouTube video when we launch, so you can also get a good idea of how polish looks in different lighting. Of course, it'll vary again by skin tone, your mobile or tablet or whatever device you're looking on. But this maybe gives you a bit of a range. On our wonderful swatchers. Next up, we got Glitch and Glam, which is a warm purple jelly base, also holo glitter, also square shaped pixel holo glitters. Error code, holo. First coat. So let's just watch the coats, okay? So we're building. Like Minecraft, it's a bunch of building blocks. You do it carefully and methodically, and you wait a lot in between. Is that true? I don't know. Never played Minecraft. Okay. Third coat, we've built her up. Glossy Taco. So with this formula, you don't need to sponge it on to get this look. I did not sponge these on. I did exactly what you just saw. 3 thin coats. That's it. Full coverage. You can sponge it on. I know there's people who prefer to do that. You could do that, which means taking a sponge and dabbing it on. That will maximize the glitter in like 1 or 2 coats. But I would probably recommend doing a third actual painted coat so you restore the jelly base. Because sometimes when you sponge on glitters, you like delete, you remove the jelly base because it gets absorbed in the sponge. But we designed these so you don't have to sponge it on. So you know that there's that much product, there's that much holo in the bottle that you can just paint it on in 3 thin coats as we suggest for best coverage results and get this look. Where's my purple lovers? You guys kind of got 2 this collection. Oops. Like, glitter's so pretty when it's purple. Like, look at it. Look at it in every lighting. We needed a good, like, clean, warm purple. You know what I mean? Yeah. She was missing. Or she was retired. Such a gorgeous purple. Glitter is so beautiful. Glitter is beautiful in any color, honestly. Cover me in this. I feel like this shade looks good with my new hair. Because my head is like beside the frame. I'm like, oh, that looks good. Good thing I have like 10 of them in my house. All right. I drink them for breakfast, actually. Don't tell anyone. Next up, Lo-Fi Lavender. Whose shade is this? Comment in the chat if you're like, no, this is mine, bitch. I will win this game. I will fight you. Because this is yours. You love this? I love her. She's gorgeous. We're going to blind everyone this summer. Lo-Fi is mine. I manifested this. Me too. That's crazy. Let's watch her. She's a cool lavender glitter and slightly tinted jelly. Let's watch her build. It's like watching my children grow. I don't have kids. These are my children. Oh, actually, no. Chat's my children. What am I saying? Look at that. Oh, she's perfect. She's perfect. Oh, I don't know why this shade hits so well. Actually, yes, I do. I know why this shade hits so well. Because it's cool toned and it's lavender, which is actually kind of close to silver. Holo, if we remove the rainbow, is silver at its core. So I think this shade of lavender is actually like the closest in range if we did some like scientific calculation of like what is the distance between lavender and the base of Holo. This one would be the narrowest. So in my head, I'm like, that's why it hits so well. Does this make sense to anyone else, or am I just making shit up? I don't know. But she's stunning. Oh. I dreamt her. And then I made her. Now we got some lo-fi beats. I'm chilling. Like, come on. Look. This is a perfect winter shade, too. Like, you could wear this, and you can wear anything any time of year. Don't listen to me. She is pixel perfect. It looks like ice. It's like purple ice. Okay, next up, blue lovers. Blue lovers, show yourself. Now, this is an aqua blue. We gave you something with a little tweak because we're not going to do frostlight again. I will not be yelled at. Thank you. Because I care about trying to give you things that are in between things. So this is an aqua blue, which we didn't have in a glitter. And she just reminds me more of like a pool. She's like a pool blue. Yeah, that's what it is. Stunning. Yeah, a little aqua. It's like we've blended those. Exactly. There's something really calming about this color too. I think it's because it looks like a sparkling pool. You know, like those pools that have like sparkling mosaics on the side or something? And there's like a light kind of cyan blue, almost iridescent tile. Anyone work in pools? Or like recognize them from like resort photos? It does give me like calming waterfall gaming vibes. At the pool. I'm gaming at the pool. She is perfect for summer, I agree. Good thing it's summer's coming up next. This is my therapy? Me too. That's why I'm doing so well right now. Guys, I am mentally well. I just gotta watch this video. Here she is in different lighting. I kind of dig how it looks in the shade. It almost looks like a pastel frosted blue. So cute. "17 minutes so far." What is this? Kimatron, are you timing me? Is there some leaderboard about like how long it takes me to get through walking through these videos? What's my ranking? I told you this is not a speed run. We must carefully analyze all of the pixels in front of us. Next up, bonus life, because we needed like a greeny, minty, plant, sprouty, cute shade. Your new Holo Lifeline. I have this one on my toes. I gave that away for free on Snapchat last week. You are welcome to the 55 people who screenshotted the video of my toes. I hope they at least bought bonus life. This one is just stunning. I feel like it hits a few categories. Like, it's kind of girly, but it's also not. I feel like this one, like, what? It's so refreshing. It's like gum. Like, I want to chew it. Is that weird? If you chew glitter nail polish, like when it's not fully set, it probably would have a texture like gum. Don't eat it. Okay. Sorry, moving on. For legal reasons, do not eat the nail polish. It is a winter green. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at, oh. It kind of almost looks like a frosted metal in the shade. It is not a frosted metal, but it's just crazy. The range. I do love holo glitter with a flash. Like that's the way to show it off. Just whip out your iPhone flash. I'm that girl at the party. Next up, coin toss. This is a neutral gold glitter. Like, there needed to be something to represent coins, stars, along with this pixel perfect theme. But we know that like super gold polished or yellow doesn't necessarily sell the best. And I thought there was a bit of a gap in our catalog for a more champagne but blingy polish, right? Because we had gold play button, RIP. She was super gold. She would have been way too saturated for this palette anyways. So we really spent a lot of time on like, okay, what's a good, that gold-ish shade, gold adjacent, that can represent stars and like bring us that part of the palette. But maybe people will find her appealing in different contexts, like winter, New Year's. This is such a good light champagne color for New Year's. It's also kind of maybe a neutral for some people. Star topper is what it looks like, but there's no stars in it. There's squares. Chat. I was thinking star topper on a Christmas tree. It looks like something that you would see in what's like a fancy home store, like the Bombay, you know, like there's like something covered in glitter. It's like that type of champagne. Bombay probably doesn't even exist anymore. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know nice home stores. Okay. It's very bridal. Oh, that's a good call out. Yeah. It's if you want like a light champagne bridal and maybe you're like not super ivory. Like I mean like that palette. It's closer to a white gold. This is more my kind of gold. Perfect. We are trying to fill gaps because we've done like gold, like rich gold. We had bottle service, which was like a warm metallic-y gold. We've had gold play button. We're going to do comparisons later, so I won't run too deep into them. But this one, I'm hoping, isn't the worst seller of this collection. We will see. I'm very interested in the data. More to come. But she's super sparkly, so there's that. You could also do this one over like a neutral shade, just like one coat over a neutral creme. I think that would be an easy way to add some glitter. Why does she also look really nice in the shade? I mean, clearly the phone flash is gonna be the blingiest and the most rainbow, but this one, there's something like I just want to pick up this loot. Don't skip coin toss. You won't win if you skip coin toss. Last up. Is that last? Yes. Did I do them all? I'm fact checking myself. Why isn't it showing me? Okay. Let's do the end. Last up is Bite My Peach, which I think is the best shade name. This is a peachy pink. It's kind of in between like orange peach, but it's a little bit pinkier. Jelly base. Careful, she might bite back. She's juicy. She's very like Princess Peachy. You could call her like a bit of a coral glitter, like a pastel coral, but I do think like peachy pink might be the best descriptor. Of course, check out the Holo Taco website. There's plenty of different people wearing the shade so you can see how it reads, because it is a little bit closer to a skin tone adjacent shade. And it will, all these glitters might read a little bit differently depending on your skin tone, but also like staining in the nail or what color your nail bed looks. If you want to smooth that out or kind of neutralize it, you can also do what I do, which is use a smoothing base coat, one of our smoothing base coats. I tend to use the pink one, but we also have our beige OG one. But this color is more subject to reading differently on different skin tones, in part because it is closer to skin color. But yeah, I think I would describe it as a little bit like pinkier peach. It just depends on the lighting and the person. That peach is juicy. Georgina. Gorgina, right? Is that how you say it? Juicy Couture. Where's our tracksuits? Stunning. You can tell what my favorite colors are. Control Cutie, Glitch and Glam, Lo-Fi Lavender, 8-Bit Blues, Bonus Life, Coin Toss, Bite My Peach. Are you ready for some 8-Bit Bling in our 7-piece Pixel Perfect collection? Yes, I know. I know. You don't need to tell me. I know that there's 7 polishes in an 8-bit related theme. What do you want me to do? I'm not just gonna like add another polish just for that. I'm trying to consider your feelings as well when you shop. And that concludes watching the launch video. How did I rank? For bingo, launch video took 25 minutes. Oh, that's not so bad. That's pretty good. Is that good? I don't know. I can't remember. Poll us on your favorite? Yes, let's do that. Or here, let me do this. No, let's do this so you remember the names. All right, chat. I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite shade from the Holo Taco Pixel Perfect collection? And then we're gonna compare it to real sales data. What's your fave shade from Pixel Perfect? Now, I know there's 7 and we have 4 poll options. It's been 84 years, YouTube. When can I get more than 4? How many do I want? I feel like if they gave me 8, I would be satisfied. Because it's very rare that we would release a collection more than 8, except birthstones, but like that's different. Give me 8. Give me 8 options. That's like a good even number. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna submit my request. But let's go in order here. We'll have to split this up. So I'm gonna just take the first 4 on the list. Let's make it so you can see. So I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite shade? Bonus Life. 8-Bit Blues. Lo-Fi. You're just watching me type now. It's okay. It's like gaming. All right, chat. What's your favorite of these 4? Bonus Life is green. 8-Bit Blues is blue. Lo-Fi Lavender is the lavender, and Glitch and Glam is the warm purple. Okay, so we're doing these 4, and then I'll split it up. We'll get the results from the wonderful mods. And you guys vote, because I'm gonna hit pause and go pee at the tea, and I will BRB. And when I get back, we will conclude the results of this, and I will share with you real-time sales data to see who's winning. So I will BRB. Don't forget to refill your tea. And we're back. All right, let's close out this one. What's your favorite shade from these first four? Lo-Fi Lavender is winning at 37%. That's her right there. Then it's Bonus Life, the green, interesting, in second place. Then it's not far off 8-Bit Blues and Glitch and Glam at 17 and 16% respectively. Okay, interesting. There's a bigger gap between Bonus Life and 8-Bit Blues than I thought. I thought those would be closer, but I also understand that methodologically speaking, this one is forcing you to choose your favorite, which is not the same thing as a customer purchasing everything they want, and that being an indicator of their favorites, plural. All right, I'm gonna close this, and if mods can screenshot that for future reference. And let's do part 2. What's your fave shade part 2? Not Press has sold out. RIP. To what is probably one of the uglier shades, as said by you during opinion feedback when we did it at the end of last year in our year-end opinion survey. RIP, she is officially retired, and she will continue into retirement as one of the voted by our customers ugliest shades we've ever released. Praise be. Maybe even uglier than Born Ugly. Crazy. Yeah, we love her. We will miss her. Let's vote her back. Good luck. Yeah, that'll never happen. I mean, we could include her, but there's no way. Y'all are crazy if you think you're gonna win that game. RIP her. Anyways, next. I agree. Okay, what's your fave shade from these really pretty shades? Part 2. Let's do Control Cutie, which is the pink. Bite My Peach. Coin Toss. And we're gonna take the best performing from the previous poll, which was Lo-Fi Lavender. And ask you again. Let's go. What's your fave shade name part 2? Okay, so we have Lo-Fi Lavender again, and then we have these 3 at the bottom. Control Cutie is the pink, Bite My Peach is the peachy, and Coin Toss is the gold. Stunning. Right, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Bow, kiss, begin. Oh, all the games we played as children. I'm done this tea. I have a backup tea in my cloud mug. Who do you want to win? I honestly love them all. So do most customers, because I'm getting some data in from Ben, and he is reporting that, as per usual, most people shopping today are buying the whole bundle, which I also get is because you get a discount. I see your logic. It is hard to choose for this one, because when you see something that's like kind of rainbow and covers all the bases in terms of like what color you might need for the day, or outfit or vibe, or to create a rainbow Skittle mani, then you kind of just want them all. So I hear that. Heard on just buying them all. I don't want to force you to choose unless you wish to, of course. As always, you can buy these individually. Lo-Fi Lavender is my dream polish. Hair and nails matching. There you go. Someone in the chat said to do Born Ugly glitter, and I second it. Petition for ugly glitters. That's so interesting. I kind of like that. No, we're not. I don't have that. I feel like everyone will. The detectives will be like, that was a hint. No, sometimes I'm just thinking out loud on the spot. Yeah, ugly glitter collection coming next. Not a bad idea though. It's just about where would it fit? Yeah. I started intermittent fasting 2 weeks ago. What is this? The Food Network? So my breakfast has been replaced with Simply's maple breakfast. Oh, I ran out and need more. Okay, interesting. I don't have an opinion on intermittent fasting, but I do love tea. I also love breakfast, like food, but to each their own. You guys want Prugly Bling? I could hear it. Garbage glitters. I like that because I like garbage bowls. I am hollow trash, so I hear that. But you know, why don't we start with this pretty glitter pastel-y, punchy pastel-y palette and just see how people buy them. Quite honestly. All right, let's evaluate. What's your fave shade part 2? 36%, so majority in this poll, have still picked Lo-Fi Lavender. Winner, winner! Clearly, Lo-Fi Lavender is standing out for people as the #1 shade of the Pixel Perfect collection. From opinion poll, you guys in chat. All right, she wins. Then next, I'm just going based off the percentages and kind of my assumptions. But based off the first one, the first poll, sorry, 1 second, let's go back here. Then I'm gonna proclaim bonus life. Here, I'm gonna order them and then we will revisit the results together. Let me just synthesize and clean the data. And then I kind of think, is coin toss third? That's crazy. Really? Will that match data? The sales data? I don't know about that. Control Cutie and Bite My Peach are tied. Okay. But also Glitch and Glam was pretty much tied with 8-Bit Blues. All right. Okay, this was a trickier one to decipher. I am using a little bit of expert discretion here. But someone bought Holo stickers. Woo! All right, that's what's on my Tumblr. According to chat, I'm gonna say that again while that moves. According to chat, these are your favorite shades in order. Lo-Fi Lavender, clearly #1 in opinion poll research. Then Bonus Life, then it seems like coin toss, which I'm shocked that you guys are loving a gold enough or a yellow adjacent shade enough to put it third. Then 8-Bit Blues, then Glitch and Glam, Bite My Peach, Control Cutie. Now let's hear the sales data. Okay, man, let's go. I feel like I'm in a video game. Same. You guys are all playing me. You're not really here, are you? Are you robots? Is there anyone out there? Am I all alone? Show me a sign that you're real. Do something a robot would not do in chat. Go. Beep, beep, boop, boop. No, that's not helping. The fucking robot. The sexy bot shows up at the perfect time. Whee! I'm a human. Press X to remain a machine. You must complete the CAPTCHA in order to get the results from Ben. We do not provide results to robots. All right. According to real-time early sales data of best-selling individuals from our customers, the #1 best-selling shade is Lo-Fi Lavender. Same as chat. Okay, no surprises there. The second bestseller is Bonus Life. That's 2 for 2. That's pretty good. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, you guys win these ones. I'm gonna put them up if you guessed correctly. The number 3 bestseller is not coin toss. No one is surprised. I'm not surprised. Okay, it's actually 8-Bit Blues. And then... oh, we've got a big flip here. Okay, we're flipping this one. Oh no, I lied. I can't read. Sorry, I gotta learn how to read. I gotta stop gaming and I gotta start reading. Glitch and Glam is 4th. Wow. What are we observing so far, chat, in terms of the color palette? The order of the color palette. Okay. Then we have Control Cutie. I lied. Control Cutie. Pink. Then finally, but it's very close. This isn't super distinct yet. We gotta wait over time to see like the margins widen. But we got Coin Toss and then Bye Bye Peach. So Coin Toss is not last, at least right now. Maybe it will be next week. We'll find out. But this is the order of bestsellers of our individuals from our website just in the last hour. So the data will probably flip over time because these are kind of close. Although this one's clearly standing out as a bestseller. You know what I'm observing? Is how unfortunately right we've been. that purples and cool tone shades just sell really well. And then we got, what's wrong with pink? What's wrong with you guys? Come on, man. The gold and then the kind of warmy peachy shade are at the bottom. Yeah. Now, no hate to any of these shades. Everyone has different preferences. And most people, like 10 times people shopping today are buying the full bundle. So they want everything. So don't let this make you think like no one is buying these. They are buying them just in the bundle. But if we just subset down, drill down to just people picking up the individuals, which to me is a better indicator of like, oh, I'm just picking my favorites because they're being more selective. Maybe they only can get a couple. Maybe they're getting a backup of one that they really like and they purchased the bundle. We also see that. That kind of does really, is like a proxy for what's your favorite, you know? So super interesting. I'm not surprised. More surprised by chat's order because I don't know if you guys are just like lying to me or we'll see. Warm tones are great for summer sunset themes. Yes, look at this summer sunset that you can do with these 4. Absolutely. I love this. This is such a cute color palette. This is that like girly cozy cutesy. If you're picking 4 together, you could do this as a skittle and then just repeat one of the colors on your thumb if you just want these 4. But I really do like these together. When you see it like this and you ignore these, then maybe you're like, oh, you're right, Simply, I could see it. And if you can't put 7 shades on one nail, you know, maybe that's too complicated or ridiculous. These 4 on one nail, if you do like a sponge nail art, this is really pretty. You could also like drop one, just do these 3. Don't look at her. Those 3. Or you could do these. Or wait, it's the wrong order. You could do these with no gold. Whatever you want. Chat just feels bad for yellow. You got it. You guys are giving me sympathy votes, okay? You have to be honest. Stop with the social desirability. I'm gonna start adding social desirability scales so I can vet you out of the chat. I'm just kidding, that's impossible to implement on YouTube. But shout out to learning that in psychology, probably first year university. Love a good social desirability scale. I'm gonna kick you out of my results. I'm gonna control for your bias. The data will never not be a part of our discussions on this stream. Next, I'll be teaching a statistics class. Who would like to come? I'm just kidding. I would really need to go back to school and remind myself of many things. I was a fun side story. So we're doing a side quest. I was at a funeral. Wait, that's not fun. That's not the fun part. Sentence begins. I was at a funeral. Next sentence. When I was there, someone I've never met, but I guess who knew me or my family, was like, oh, hey girls, how's school going? Like to me and my sister. And I was like, school? I'm not in school. That was like 10 years ago. She goes, oh, you look like you're still in school. I was like, thanks. All of a sudden I feel better at this funeral. Anyways, too long didn't listen. Some lady thought me and my sister looked young enough that we were in university. Like she, I guess, thought we were like 23 or something. That's my funny side quest story, okay? Take it or leave it. I thought it was funny. It's like, thank you for thinking I'm still in school. I will take it. Yes, I am studying Holo. I don't know if you heard about it. 36, passing for 26. Yeah. You are always young enough to be in university. Yes, I know. Anyone can go back to school. That's not what I was intending to imply, but you know what someone means when they're like, how's school? Are you in school? They just like assume you're in your 20s. Ew, that's so cringe. Is it cringe? I don't know. I was just like, I'm not in school. It's been 10 years, but thank you. I do have my name on a scholarship. Yes, maybe that's what they meant. No, they didn't know me at all. I don't think they did not know that. You got mistaken for a 25-year-old. I'm 42. Winning. You won that game. All right. Comparison or combos? Let's let chat choose what game to play next. Comparisons or combos, and by combos I mean painting the glitters over crèmes, and I didn't do it first. I wanted to do it with you so we can see how it looks. Okay, you guys vote. I'm gonna organize myself. Who's dancing? Okay, I'll turn the music down. All right. What do you want to play next? Comparisons? Let's go. Do you need to pee? I just peed like 20 minutes ago. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you for checking in on me during this game of life. Yeah. Comparisons. Hit me. What do you want? Okay. Here's the new collection. It's actually like too bright out here. Hold on. There's the new collection. Pixel Perfect glitters with Glossy Taco. The best way to wear Holo is glossy. That's how you're going to see the rainbows. But just for funsies, I added a matte taco, which kills the Holo. Yes, we have done Holo murder in this game. Yes. But I also kind of think it's interesting just for science to mattify a glitter, because what happens is you can kind of see the pixel shapes a little more clearly, right? It kind of looks like a velvet glitter. Yeah, there's no holo anymore, but it's like a jawbreaker candy that you sucked on for too long. Wow, that's an oddly specific memory we just unlocked. It looks fuzzy. It feels smooth. So if you choose to do this, I recommend glossy taco first. Let that sink into the glitters because it's gonna crunch. Nom nom nom, it's gonna eat it. But it helps smooth it out. And then put that matte taco on. That's what I did here. So it's smooth, but you can see its composition. All right. They look too textured. They're really not. It's just your mind is playing tricks on you. Like, this is quite smooth. It feels nice, actually. I like petting it. It's like my cat. But you're just seeing the glitter. You know what I mean? You're seeing the pieces, but it's actually quite smooth because I added glossy taco and then matte taco. See, when I put it sideways, like it's not protruding. Hello from the VOD squad. So happy I was able to join live. I love the new collection. Coin toss is the perfect sparkly gold. Thank you. Some love for coin toss. Is the formula the same as Crystal Skies? I would say no. Because Crystal Skies was more of a crelly base rather than a translucent jelly, which was intentional for Crystal Skies because it was part of like a moody after party palette. So it was more of like a blue crelly, like slightly cloudy. That's why it was Crystal Skies with those added square glitters. That's not the same as this. These are much closer to our OG holo glitter formula, which was a jelly, more translucent base. And that is what you want to use when you want maximum holo and glitter to pop through. Crystal Skies was more of like a moody idea in a moodier collection. I'm definitely seeing jellies as this summer's top trend. Maybe it's just me. This is like, these are a jelly base, but they're packed with glitters, which I prefer than like just plain jelly, to be honest. But you know, I'm extra. What can I say? So, we could do color or formula comparisons. Maybe let's just start with what Chatter just pointed out. And hold on. All right. This is not the first time Holo Taco has used square glitters, but I will say that it just reads so differently in this set because they kind of blend in. So you don't really notice them once it's on your nails and you're just kind of looking at your hand. You will see it in juicy macro footage because I love to show you the finer details. But just for fun, for educational resources purposes, who remembers the first time we used square glitters was actually in Smoke Show. Who remembers? This is 3 anniversaries ago for our 3rd anniversary gala collection. I can't believe we're coming up on our 6th. We're gonna be 6 years old. That's crazy. Like, not only can we talk back, but we can run away. Like, we can run around. We can jump on things. Wait, I guess you can do that when you're 3. I don't know, children. Never mind. 2%. All right, so if you remember, this is a history lesson, okay? This is long retired. But there was square glitters in Smoke Show. Now, Smoke Show was a bit more of a crelly. A bit smokier, hence the name. But that was technically the first time we had square glitters, okay? The second time we had square glitters... Wait, I can't remember the order of events. It was after party, right? Yeah. I'm like, what? What came first? So this was the after party collection, which was 2 holidays ago. And Crystal Skies was a kind of muted, dusty rain blue, but it also had square glitters to represent crystals in a dusky sky. But this formula base is different. See how it has like tinier scattered pieces as opposed to a bunch of hex glitters, right? So these are not the same formula. They just happen to contain one of the same pigments. The 3rd time we experimented with square glitters was an inside job, which was the Holo Royalty second annual collection Shimmering Secrets set. So that's inside job, which the team surprised you with. And that was like a rich royal purple for reference. She is also retired, RIP, from 2 years ago. I guess that was last royalty, so a year ago. But she was closer to this formula, but it is a deeper, more pigmented jelly base than these ones because these needed to read a little bit lighter, a little pastelier. So it is close, but not the same because of the ratio of the pigment to suspension base, and also because of like the color. So that one's gonna read, inside job will be deeper and richer, whereas these are a little more translucent on purpose to kind of be lifted. I will say that because of the darkness of inside job, you would notice the squares more because they stand out. They look more like, you know, you could notice them in the darkness. But when you have it in a lighter set, it kind of gets lifted up and it blends, see? Which is why I think this with the squares is actually an added benefit for those looking for our OG holo glitter type formula, because it really just enhances how blingy and hollow it looks without like putting distinct shapes in, because they don't read that way in this palette, I feel. They're cousins, but not siblings, exactly. Realizing now I should have gotten inside job? Yeah. Well, that's the tough part when it comes to limited edition collections, but we still have this year's Holo Royalty collection around. That's still in stock, which is great for those who don't want to miss out on this year's Holo Royalty inventions. All right, so now let's compare her to some of our OG glitters. So already you can tell like the colors are just so different. This is a much more low-key, a little bit lighter, a little bit more lifted vibe than some of our original glitters that we've released across the years, some of which are no longer with us, RIP. But on this wheel, there's a bit of the Christmas collection. There's our OG holiday collection, and some in between like Menchie and Zyler. But when you kind of stand back, other than the obvious, like these are darker, generally speaking, other than the color differences, they really do read similar in terms of like bling, sparkle, and impact and coverage. So I would say it's basically the same formula, just in a lighter tone with one little tweak just to make them pop even more. I think they pop more because of the squares. Yeah. We did that. I think the new collection looks blingier. Thank you, Chewy Cookie. I would chew on them. And now let's do some specific color comparisons while we're on this wheel. So I saw some people asking about Menchie the cat and our new pink Control Cutie. Menchie the cat is super pale pastel, faint little pastel pink girly. Control Cutie is much more obviously pink, and I'd call it more of like a slight cool tone pink. Then we have Play Rosé, which was like a kind of a rose gold polish. And compared to Bite My Peach is a little pinkier. So that's where that pinkish peach description, like a peachy pink, I think is the language we used. So if you like Play Rosé, then I do think Bite My Peach would be up your alley. But it's a little more saturated and a little bit pinker. Let's take a look at Coin Toss with Gold Play Button. So Gold Play Button was like, literally give me the goldest holographic glitter, and we just made a jelly base to match. I was like, give me the maximum gold. With this one, it's much more nuanced, right? We really tried to control the color to be something specific that felt different, that we did not have in the lineup in a chunky glitter shade like this. So it's more of a white gold rather than like a true gold. Some might think this is more wearable depending on, you know, preferences on average. Someone might say that. We will compare to the linears next because I do think there's some really good Skittles you could do with that. But let's just finish off comparing with our glitters. So here's Frostlight, which I know people still cry over. Don't cry, because I really feel like 8-Bit Blues is like such a refreshing new version of her. Not the same kind of purplier blue. Now we're going a little bit aqua because I'm trying to do my best here to give you things that feel different. And so I love that we kind of targeted a bit more of a pool blue, a poolside aqua glitter. And see how Frostlight kind of fits right in the middle of 8-Bit Blues and the new Lo-Fi Lavender. And what else can we compare it to? So how about the purple? So Lo-Fi Lavender doesn't really exist anywhere in our glitters. I'd say the only other one that we could show you here is, do you remember Glitterly Purple? So that was a concoction from our remix collection where we literally mixed all the holo glitters we had at the time into one, and that's what color it gave. But what happens is it kind of looks muddy because there's copper glitters, there's indigo glitters that are competing with each other. It was an experiment. That was the point, okay? And that was 4 years ago. So she died so Glitch and Glam could live. This one glitched out. But I do think Glitch and Glam is such a pretty kind of replacement as she should be. She's a bit cleaner and more true to that warm purple and doesn't have like different bits going on in there. Okay, so that's glitters. Now I want to show you compared to linears, because palette-wise, probably the most similar collection we've released before to these is our pastel linears, which, oh my god, I'm drooling at the Skittle Manis and the pairing ideas here. And while this new collection wasn't designed to like copy paste every shade, sorry, there's some like in between and there's some that line up. So it really depends, but here I'll show you. So Lavender Syrup is one of our best-selling shades like of all time. I mean, minus one coat black, but Lavender Syrup is definitely got to be our top-selling linear holo, with the exception of like maybe when a new one was released. But these, so as a result, I was like, I really need that in a glitter though, because look at them together. Wearing this as a Skittle, absolutely perfection. And you could do one of Chatter's suggestions if you want and just layer this over top of this. And then you get linear under a pop of holo glitter. Done. Okay, stunning. So just for a quick recap, this formula is linear holographic, which means it is full coverage, super smooth, no glitter, removes easily, and has a rainbow flare. See how they all have like a rainbow flare in them? That's linear holo. It's super, super, super fine holo pigment that is not technically a glitter. It's a bit like, it's flat, it's smoother, but it still has a flare. It just depends what type of look you want. Whereas a chunky holo glitter formula is packed with larger pieces of holographic pigment that are gonna sparkle more from far away, right? So it depends what you're going for. This is a much more densely packed, like uniform rainbow look, and the glitter is gonna sparkle and bling out, a little more festival. So two very different formulas, but I know people love these colors. So happy, so excited to bring these in a true glitter formula. So that was Sparkling Water, which was the bluer shade. She doesn't really have a match here. She's kind of in between of the 8-Bit Blues. That was Mint Mojito, which looks absolutely stunning with bonus life. Love that one. Lemon Spritzer is probably more yellow than Coin Toss. And of course, we're always listening to feedback. And one thing we do continue to hear is that people actually prefer the less yellow and a little bit more champagne. So we're trying that out with Coin Toss. And so far, she's not the worst seller, but we will see. Bite My Peach is probably actually ironically more similar to Coral Chaser than Peach Tea, which was the oranger one. But like, you could go with either. I think this one kind of hinges on your skin undertones, like where you would like it to land, but it is kind of in the middle, sort of in the middle. Control Cutie, I would say, is a bit pinker and less cyan leaning than Pink Fizz, which does lean slightly purple, but not purple enough to be called purple, in my opinion. But yeah, so some in-betweens, some matchy match, and you could do such a fun Skittle Manny with these. For further reference, our OG linear holos are much, much brighter, punchier, obviously a punchy color than these. All right, I also saw people asking for Beach Please. So that's from our vacation collection. So Beach Please is more of a Crelly formula, meaning its base is a little bit cloudier and has more pigment as opposed to being translucent. So it's gonna be, it's gonna read much more differently than a translucent holo glitter formula. And you can also tell the undertone is a little bit different. And of course, formula, totally different. Beach Please has gold reflective glitter in it that is only seen when you have like a direct like circle light or looking at it through your phone flash. But she's gonna read calmer like the sand, whereas this reads more like blingy white gold. What's next? Bless Your Heart? Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Okay. That's from the current royalty collection, which we still have some in stock. Bless Your Heart is going to be a much punchier glitter color than these new glitters, just in terms of like where it lands. That's probably the closest, but again, we're talking about closer to pastel versus punchy color. And this doesn't have square glitters in it. And its composition is a little bit different. It does have deeper magenta glitters in it. So it's gonna read a little bit different. Glamethyst, yes. Where is she? I've lost her on my big wheel, so, but don't worry, I got her here. So Glamethyst was 3 years ago. You guys have really good memories. Glamethyst has not existed for 3 years. She was from the very first Holo Royalty Design collection. And she is a glitter, but minus the larger size hexes, plus a green iridescent shimmer. That's her compared to Control Cutie. She's a bit pastelier, like in overall tone, I would say, compared to these, which are a bit punchier. Glamethyst is a little lighter, a little more like light fairy. But yeah, so she doesn't really have a sister here. She's kind of in between, which we do on purpose. You are welcome. Because even though I know people want replacements of polishes that we, haven't sold in 3 years, I still try and not do that because I want to respect the fact that the people who did purchase it, I'm not selling them the same thing 3 years later. So as much as sometimes I hear you and I want to bring a shade kind of back, but change it slightly, I'm also trying to balance I don't want to do that to people who have it. At the same time, there might be exceptions where I'm like, oh man, this one was just so good. You know what I mean? Or when we do a bring back and that means that Holo Royalty literally gets to vote on what original shade we bring back. I don't mind. I know you don't mind, but maybe some people do. This is a hard position to be in, I want to satisfy everyone, but then I want to satisfy everyone. And you can't satisfy everyone. I think it would be okay to bring back shades. We do bringbacks, like we call it the bringback survey, and Holo Royalty gets to vote on what limited edition retired shade should we bring back pending pigments and availabilities. We can't always bring back everything, but we just want what you want, you know? We do. No, honestly, just give us the polish. Here you go. Catch. Pew. All right. What other comparisons? We'll wrap this up. Did I miss the hydropower comparison? No. Let's pull that. So this was the electric linears. That's a good Skittle. Okay, so if you need a blue, because there isn't a linear blue from the Pastel Rainbow collection to match with this guy, I do love hydropower. I'd still say 8-bit blues is like a little bit bluer if you look at it on an angle when it's not under direct light, but it would totally work together. March Burststone. Oh yeah, the Burststones. So March Burststone, Happily Ever Aqua, much lighter, much pastelier, but stunning Skittle Manny potential. So this was a formula like Toe Beans, which is a linear holo plus shimmer. This one has a complementary cyan shimmer in it. So it's kind of like a linear holo shimmer hybrid. And while we're here, there's Crystal Mommy from February, which is gonna read similar in color to Glitch and Glam. Crystal Mommy being a crushed holo formula, so a little bit of a smoother formula versus a glitter. I put my hand behind it because the glitters do have a translucent base. So sometimes when just looking at it like this, you're actually seeing the black from my my no mess mat underneath. So sometimes I just triangle like this, you know what I mean? Bite versus Disco Inferno. Yeah, let's compare it to the Royalty collection. Or we already did the pink. But Disco Inferno is way too hot. She has overloaded the server. But like, those look good together. I actually like that. This is kind of such a cute tangerine Skittle Manny. So that's Disco Inferno from the current Holo Royalty collection. Bite My Peach and Xyler. So there's Bite My Peach, Play Rosé, which I'd say is a little bit closer. And Xyler, which is much more like pumpkin orange. More fall coated for sure. Both the cats, we already did Menchie, but I had forgotten Xyler. You are correct. Are you bringing back the Burststone collection? So not all of them. This was the Burststone collection, which was always going to be limited edition for insane pigment reasons, because I am crazy for being like, hey, product developer, we want to release 12, and they all need to be different with different pigments. And then they were like, okay, yeah, well, we're not making them many times because this is an unhinged request, Christine. And I was like, okay, fine, but can we bring back maybe like the best sellers slash what we can from pigment availability? So we got your data and we do know which ones are coming back. It's not all of them. It's not most of them. It's like 5 of them. Shh. But the restock is, we're working on it. We're working on a restock of just the best sellers that we got your data from. Thank you for hitting notify me. Thank you for purchasing the first round, etc. We use that data. Plus also being limited to some extent pigment wise. So it's a bit of a hybrid. Okay, anyways. These, however, are not limited edition. And were formulated in a way that we have general confidence that we'll be able to restock them. Which was not how I formulated Burststones. Whoops! I learned lessons too, you know what I mean? Okay. If any of these sell out, then we should be able to restock them. You know, asterisks, who knows, supply chain, but I have more confidence that's not going to be an issue with these. So I'm happy that we're bringing you these 7 new punchy pastel glitters that are not limited edition. Okay, any more comparison requests? If not, I kind of want to show you some combos over top of crèmes and another way to apply glitter without doing 3 coats. David's tea. Here's David's tea, R.I.P. I think those look good together. I'd say Bonus Life is closer than the 8-bit blues, which is probably too blue. And there it is with teal with it. Oh, stunning. Coin toss and beach, please. We already did. Control Cutie and Sparkling Spurs. Oh, I like those together. That's pretty. I'd say Sparkling Spurs is a little more lilac-y though. But I do like using these formulas in a Skittle. Rock Candy. Okay, that's a good one. We'll conclude with a Rock Candy comparison. Oh yeah. So Rock Candy, I'd say, is a little punchier, like 1 level up. 1 up. But there's some great Skittle potential in there. Electric Sweetener would look so good with Glitch and Glam. What else could we do? These are not the same green. You know, these are not the same yellow. Jam Session looks kind of nice with Bite My Peach. Control Cutie looks really nice with Pop Rocker. I like those pinks are kind of in line. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna have things in line and sometimes not, and that's intentional because we don't want to recreate the exact same palette. Like the blue is nothing like Blue Rizzler. Those are not similar, and the green is not either. But there's definitely a couple Skittle potentials in there. It's really like a complicated puzzle every time we put together shades, because you have to make sure here, this is a product developer / like creative challenge. You got to make sure the collection looks good together, right? Like these 7 shades, nicely balanced, covers a good palette, communicates the lo-fi, cozy but glittery vibes that we were going for. But also, you got to make sure we're not copying the same palette here, or what we have, or here, or here. And you got to find some that look good in a Skittle, but also some that kind of fill gaps. Don't duplicate the same formula, same shade. Try and do different formula, but same shade is okay. But then also some in between. So over time, it does become like quite the puzzle. It's like a game, you know? We're always trying to make puzzle pieces fit. So that's part of my exercise when I'm looking through shades. I will come downstairs, pull all these wheels, and compare them to prototypes to try and be like, okay, where does this fit? You know what? I actually like these because they feel different enough as from a formula perspective, but maybe the colors are just like so perfect. Like, yeah, we're gonna do that color choice because she's stunning. Like the best example of that is our lavender syrup, lo-fi lavender. Like they need to coexist. You know what I mean? Such a great new collection. Thank you. That means so much to me and the team to hear you say that, because we do put so much work and probably overthinking. Like, where did this fit? Well, people like this. Okay, yeah. They are the perfect pairing. Yes. Okay, so let me clean up my wheels. And now I'm gonna do some live painting over top of crèmes, because crèmes can come and play this game too. Give me one moment. What? I was like in between English and French. What's going on? Is there a reason you didn't do a collection box this time? So we don't do collection boxes for every release. And that is in large part because of customer feedback, which about 2 years ago we surveyed Holo Royalty, which is the customers who shop the most at our store essentially. And more people were asking for less collection boxes. So I want to listen to your feedback. I want to reduce use of space because I think that was one of the like context reasons. It also helps us to reduce costs so that when we bundle a new collection of like 7, we can give you a discount. There's no way we can add a discount on a collection box set, for example, because of the cost of the box, which we don't charge for. And those costs are going up. The cost of everything has gone up. But just for the box specifically. So it's a few reasons. It's not just one. But the number one most important to me is customers were like, I actually want less boxes. Not cancel them, but do less. It also kind of helps us simplify our processes because then we don't need to work, 8 months ahead to add shade names on a box that needs to be made, shipped, and packed and everything. If we're just releasing the bottles, then that's kind of like one thing we don't have to worry about and can help us in our creative process where we don't have to decide things way earlier. So there's like operational reasons. Also, like literally packing a box takes time. But yeah, so multitude of reasons. It's not just one, but costs, complexity, supply chain, shipping, added shipping timelines on our end, and customers asking for less. So when we release a collection box, we are now just reserving them for the most special moments, we think, I never liked the color peach, but since I named my baby dog Peach, I kind of want everything started to like the color. I love that. That's cute. Bite my peach. Don't bite your dog though. That's weird. All right, let's do some painting on crème so I can show you how these pair. So I went ahead and pre-painted the wheel with a bit of a mix of shades from our crèmes. Just to clarify, this was the Pastel and Don't Tell set from a couple years ago. I didn't do exactly that because I kind of wanted to change it up just to bring in some different types of tones of shades. So I've subbed in some colors. So these are some crèmes. Don't worry, I'll speedrun name them in a second. There's no Glossy Taco because we're gonna put glitter on top. Serial Killer, Perry Social, Too Good to Be Blue, Touch Grass, Butter Me Up, Rest in Peach, and Pinky Swear. So some of them are from the Pastel and Don't Tell collection, but others we have from Cookies and Crèmes, from Cottagecore, and that one's from Cookies and Crèmes too. If you don't want to do 3 thin layers of glitter to layer it up to get it fully opaque like this, that's fine. Let me show you another hack of something you can do to get a glittery look, but maybe takes a little bit less effort. So you're gonna wanna start off with an opaque crème base because this is kind of the hack to just giving the nail the color before you add just 1 coat of glitter. So color of your choice, try and pick a color that's close enough to the glitter so you can we're gonna lift it with glitter, right? And you're gonna just paint 1 layer of glitter over top of the crème to kind of simplify the painting process. Again, this won't get you like full coverage glitter packed like this. That would be applying it the traditional way with 3 thin coats, but it's an option for some people who would like to just like, give me an easy way, or I just wanna do a crème and just 1 coat of glitter. Maybe you intentionally want less glitter. So I'm gonna line them up here and we're gonna paint live together. We're gonna watch paint dry. I just don't want the camera to focus on them. All right. First up, I'm going to put Glitch and Glam over Serial Killer. So let's focus. So that's Serial Killer. I just put 1 thick coat of these crèmes, by the way. Our crèmes are ridiculous. I think I might have done 2 of Butter Me Up because she's a little bit sheerer as a lighter color. But depending on how thick you apply, maybe you get away with 1. I do generally recommend like do 2. just for best practices, make sure you get, you know, a nice clean line around the cuticle. But let's see what one coat of glitter looks like over top of a creme. Now you are gonna get a bit of a tint coming from the jelly base, so make sure you cover the full nail or else you'll see like that line. So see how it did tint a little bit because these are tinted jellies, but it kind of gives a different look. And for reference, right? So there's one coat of this exact polish, Glitch and Glam, over top of Serial Killer, a creme. But there you go, done. It's kind of a different combo idea. If you like the sparser, like fallen in the sky type of glitter look, as opposed to the fully 3D blingy effect, it's an option. And we love options here at Holo Taco. What do you think? It's pretty? You can't wait to put them over black? Okay, that's emo mode. But yes, they also look pretty cool over black. You're gonna see less distinction over black though, because if you put a jelly shade, like a jelly base over black, you're essentially voiding the tint because you won't be able to see the tint. So you're not gonna notice the difference as much between the shades. So I don't think like that's the most fun mani if you're like trying to do all 7, but I think if you just like pick your favorite and do it over black, that's like an edgy look. Here's Lo-Fi Lavender over Perry Social. That's the perfect pairing. Where's my Periwinkle fans? I am also a Periwinkle fan. Okay, she's pretty. We like her. Hee. Over gray. How about this? I'm gonna paint over these crèmes I have prepped, but I want you guys to explore all the combos and share it with me in Holo Taco on socials, because there is unlimited possibilities. And we can't speed run them all in one game. I could do a whole other stream on combos though. Let's add 8-bit blues over Too Good to Be Blue. It's a double blue. Double blue. Okay, that's pretty. That's a pool. Why do I love the blue so much? I'm not always a blue girly, but this one speaks to me. I want to swim in it. Combo stream soon? Okay, let's do it. Maybe in like 2 weeks. Also, no stream next Saturday. Thank you for reminding me. I will be doing something that I will share on Snapchat, but you'll see when you see. But yeah, I won't be available to stream. Let's add Bonus Life over Touch Grass, which I did on purpose to like, what if we pick a little bit more muted of an undertone creme, just out of curiosity, right? Instead of just doing like a punchy turquoisey color. So like, what if you want to tone it down just a little, but also be glitter? Okay, that's kind of nice. I wonder if, because that's like a darker color, it's actually reading the closest. You know what I mean? Okay, I think I just unlocked a really good combo. That's Touch Grass creme with Bonus Life. Just one coat. Done. That's amazing. Merry Christmas. Disco Moss. Malachite. I can't pronounce. Green. Ooh, you might have to wear that for a wedding coming up. That's a good wedding combo if the green's on the palette. Now for the gold, I didn't want to do it over Banana Medicine or like a yellow. I wanted a softer look here. So I've got Coin Toss and I'm going to put it over Butter Me Up. But you could also put it over See Y'all Later Chai if you want it to be a little bit more like sand gold dollar. I think there's definitely options here. Or Ivory Tower, Off-White. But let's try it over Butter Me Up. And And I do find it fun when you paint just one coat of glitter like over a creme, you can really see the composition of the glitters as well. Like here you can tell there's kind of champagne-y gold glitters in it. It's reading a little bit more like speckled egg, and that's because the yellow is just lighter, right? If I put these over white, it would read more speckled egg for all of them because now you're putting like a color over white. It looks dirty. It kind of does look more like sand dirt. No, we're not helping the gold yellow shade, guys. Come on now. You don't care about this one? All right. You know, you can't win every game. You do Ivory Tower. I think it would look even dirtier because Ivory Tower is even lighter. I was trying to like hit the middle mark here. Let's try Bite My Peach over Rest in Peach. These two were meant to be together. Okay, that's juicy. That looks good. It's kind of like Florida. I don't know, I'm getting Florida vibes from this. I like it. Last step, let's put Control Cutie over Pinky Swear, which is kind of on the pastel-y side, but also slightly punchy pink for a creme. That's pretty. It kind of looks closer to Blush Money, which is like a crelly. Hey, if you missed out on Blush Money, which is this one, I mean, I know that one's a bit deeper and doesn't have hexes in it, but that's a fun combo. It's kind of, it's cotton candy. It's giving cotton candy, just with a dash of glitter. Don't eat the hollow. All right, so let's just do a, what I'm gonna do is, so many options if you don't want to layer up the glitter to just have a dusting of glitter and picking a complementary creme color to put underneath the complementary glitter color. And of course, there's many more options than this to explore, but I hope that this gave you like some ideas. I'm really liking the Touch Grass one, which I was thinking when I painted it, I'm like, oh, that's probably gonna kill it and look like a little muty because it's not as vibrant, like color-wise, it's slightly more desaturated, but I actually think it's my favorite. And then the blue. The blue and the green are winners. The green combo is my fave. You like the dusting of glitter more? Oh, like here, you know what? We need a pull. So now that we've learned like a hack, if you just want to do one layer of glitter over top, you're gonna vote on what you prefer. Here, let me build, I'm gonna build a tower, just like a game. Uh-oh, so it stays up. There you go. I built my tower, it's like Jenga. Okay, and I'm gonna pull you. Which method do you prefer? Which glitter wearing method you doing first? Three thin coats, build up max sparkle. One coat over complementary creme. You have to pick one, or don't participate in the poll. There is no right or wrong answer here. It's really what look you prefer. Some people want like, give me full 3D bling. I want to look like I swam in it. And the other people are like, you know what? I kind of like the scattered look. Or maybe they like the freedom of customizing it over a different base color, which is honestly just part of the fun. But there you have it. There's the full Pixel Perfect collection, layered 3 thin coats up on their own for maximum glitter as they were formulated and intended. But at Holo Taco, you can do whatever you want. You can make a combo. We support that. In fact, we encourage it. We encourage you to come up with weird combos too. Give me something that looks dirty. I'll try it. I love a good dirty combo too. Over linear is a really good idea too. Yeah. I'm excited to see people try and share this. I know people will always share in the Discord and in the All Things Simply official Facebook group. Or just like on Instagram and tag Holo Taco or hashtag Holo Taco, because I like to look through those sometimes and repost them. I love having options. We love options. I always like toppers and combos. Hello, that's like the brand, why it was invented. But I especially like it because it's creative. There is endless things to explore. You can customize it. So you can pick exactly if you're trying to match something. And you also get the most out of your money. Because there's so many things you can do with one polish, right? You can buy one of our toppers and put them over whatever you just have at home. Like whatever crème you have that's been lying around for 6 years. Or put them over other things. So I love polishes when they are versatile. So you can put these glitters over crèmes. You could just wear one coat if you want a little bit more of like a naked glitter look. You can layer them up for full maximum bling. You can use them together. You can complement them in Skittles. So yeah, get the most out of your holo. That's my mandate. All right, let's see what this chat says. Which glitter method are you wearing first? Chat says the OG packed glitter method, which is 3 thin coats, build them up, glossy taco, maximum sparkle. I mean, I hear you. That is just how they look the most dazzling, and this is very impressive. So that's not it's the right answer. I was like, there's no wrong answers. That's how they were formulated to be used. So excited to hear that 85% of you are like, no, give me that. But 15% are like, you know what? I actually like this option, so I'm happy to have given you options. You know, like in dating, explore all your options before you settle down, or don't settle down. Try something new. Don't tell Ben I just made that joke. I could never use one nail polish forever, though. Yeah, you can't make me do that. All right. Detectives. Where are you? I mean, I know you're here. I mean, where's my music? That's what I meant. Detectives? Are you there? Who's there? Do I have a deck? I am looking in the Simply Discord for a deck under the detective's desk called Maybe Glitters, which you guys thought would be happening. Guess what? You were right. I'm gonna pull up your deck. Which I, as usual, have never seen before. I don't know what you guys are doing, but we're gonna look. So these are the Holo Taco detectives who live in the deep, dark Simplynailogical Discord and try and guess what collections we're coming out with next, based on stalking me and whatever prototypes I might be testing, because I have to test them. I have to wear them, sometimes months in advance. Sometimes there's wheels just all over my desk. It happens. What do you want me to do? Not exist? No. I'm gonna exist, and so are my prototypes. Just, I'm kind of messy. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, this is so cute. It's me and Ben, little shrimp. Feed me so I don't die. Any chance we get a minty glitter polish? I have an idea for something like that in the late future. This is 2024? This was like a year ago? Oh yeah, you can tell it was before I dyed my hair. I did have an idea. Oh my god, I'm wearing the same earrings. Crazy. The butterfly effect is so crazy. What if I hadn't worn the same earrings? Idea, video of matching color combos to upcoming concerts events. To whose upcoming concerts events? Yours or mine? They might look different. I don't know if that would be relatable. October of last year. Do we get a duplicate for Frostlight? Chatters always snooping, always trying to get information out of me. It's my mom's favorite and we are running out. The other light blues are not the right ones, she says. So yeah, I said, this is a quote of me. There isn't one exactly like Frostlight currently, and I think there's technically something, but it's not till next year that might satisfy that very specific thing. I mean, I didn't mean that in the shade way, because clearly we didn't copy Frostlight, but this is probably when we were brainstorming it. Working on things for 2025. Was that this collection? I'm trying to remember. I think it must. No. Wait, was it? I think some of it is. Wow, I'm blanking. Like, I'd literally have to go look at my wheels. I'd have to consult my evidence to be like, wait, was that? Because it doesn't make sense that there's an A. That's what's throwing me off. And I just can't remember what that's from. Oops! I don't even know! I literally don't even know. I don't know. Testing protos date. I think these were this. Yeah, this was definitely these glitters for sure. That was the, yeah, that was the OG glitter wheel. That's literally this. See, I come down to my desk, I grab this. You can spot it even in black and white. Is that Blush Money? That might have been Blush Money or Spyglass. I can't remember. That's this wheel, yes. Or the prototypes, which I will be showing Holo Royalty and swatchers behind the scenes of. I gotta film that right after this. I always give you guys behind the scenes content of some prototypes. Romancing the Reaper, don't ask. Just another game I played. Oh shit, I was wearing them. But like a totally different red. I don't know what the fuck was going on with my hand. This is me half the time. My other hand makes no sense because I'm just like, you don't even know. Like that red is like totally unrelated. That was in February. Simplynailogical. We forgot about this image until 6 hours before launch. No other screenshots were uploaded. Is that because no one likes gold? That was definitely me testing coin toss, at least on those two fingers. Sometimes what I'll do is it'll be a variation like that you wouldn't be able to tell from a screenshot like this, but it might be like a slight tint or a glitter variation, and I will wear the same shade, but those two variations right beside each other. So when I look at my nails, I can like see the difference in different lighting. So I do like to wear it as much as I can, but it's hard when I'm being stalked all the time. So I can get a read on it. Yeah, so sometimes you see me wearing what looks like two of the same polish, but if it's a prototype, it's probably not. There probably is a difference. Otherwise, why am I painting two nails, you know? I like to take the opportunity to spot the difference challenge. Snapchat later that day in February. You noticed the squares? Oh shit, yeah, I wore it. Like when I was opening mail. Oh, I just loved her too much. The lo-fi lavender shade that I was just wearing her. Yeah. Oops. out in the open like that. Oh yeah, and here's me labeling it. So when I take pictures, I remember which one it was. I just write it on a paper towel because I'm not gonna write it on my hand. And then I label the pictures in our deck later. Okay, you guys are decoding CGBPMIA. What the fuck did A stand for? Am I going insane? And spoiler, I will do another glitter collection at some point. Already planning it. But I just wanted to give some context for the glitter loyalists who are like, where is it right now? You gotta wait your turn. Okay. That was from March. Okay, I knew at this point that we were coming out with this. That's a good one. You caught that. My customers are wilding out. Okay, last launch. I'm in the mood to spoil something so quickly. Ask. Ben, why is Ben saying this? Are we getting more glitters? Ben is the mole. Ben, ask me something that you don't already know the answer to. Literally next, yeah. Sussy, oh, I'm thinking I'm covering my fingers, literally counting pixels. That's the detective zooming in on every pixel. Look at that. That was my Snapchat, because Alani Nu sent me free energy drinks. And then I put it on Snapchat. I tried to cover up my thumb, but you clocked me. Scientists discovered a new color. It was pixel perfect. No, yeah, I was wearing Glitch and Glam. This is swatch week. So I have to wear it on my good hand, and I guess I was just in between shades and too lazy to peel it off, and I'm like, I gotta stream, I got work to do. So, you know, sometimes you will catch me just wearing it out in the open like that. Oops. Snapchat, oops, missed this one. Oh yeah. I'm kind of inconsistent, aren't I? Sometimes I remember to censor, and sometimes I don't care. You gotta catch me on a lazy day. Pink background, yeah. That's when I was swatching Coin Toss, and I was also very cold. Skittling. I was on a plane, and it looked really good in the sun. Sparkly pink background. And you clocked the song I added on Snapchat? There's two types of people on Snapchat. Holo Taco detectives who are just looking at my nails and nothing else. And people who like my feet. All right, now you caught me wearing the Skittle Mani as I was swatching, playing games with Ben, but I mean, it's very fitting. And of course, we got a Mac Attack asking when the glitters are arriving. Is that us winning the game? See, I'm a true gamer girly. Look at all those glitches. They're perfect pixel shapes. I love all the pixels in this game. They could be a little more sparkly, but... Me just spoiling everything. I kind of want to shift into something a little more cutesy, a little bit pixely, like retro classical gaming, maybe for no particular reason other than we are releasing a collection in what would have been like 2 weeks later. Rock Candy collection tracker updated with 7 slots. Us showing Rock Candy like had nothing to do with coming out with this. It's more just like it's a good season for these colors. But you know, everything is a hint. Sure. This is true. Emergency. I added 7 slots to the tracker. Those who know. Can I bring crusty old nail polish back to life? Does anyone have any questions about glitter? Do we like it? Do we want more? Yeah, okay, I'm not that subtle. To be quite honest though, I did do that glitter thinner education course, which if you did not watch that, great time to go watch that, you know, on VOD. It was, that's from last week's stream. Because using nail polish thinner is super helpful when you have glitters over time. Like with glitter polishes, they do thicken easier because they are just more packed and they dry out a bit easier. So I'm not even kidding. Like watch that and it'll help just reassure you about how normal that is. And just adding thinner is like such an easy solution. that helps you keep the glitter in a nice smooth way, and it lets you customize it if you like don't like it as thick as well. That was a helpful stream. Thank you, Indoor Kitty. Even the cats agree. I also was hinting a lot in that one, but I truly did that as like a good educational piece. I felt like we needed a refresh on it. I'll be back on Wednesday with gaming. It's gonna be cozy, cute, pixel girly vibes. These bite my peach. Okay, I did that before anyone knew what the collection was. But you got it. Byte with B-Y-T-E. Yeah. A unit of computer information. Uh-huh. Then it was Leak Week, and it was absolutely stunning. Like, look at this. The pixelation is just so perfect. The glitter, how glitter looks when it's blurry in your eyes anyways. It just, everything coming together looks absolutely stunning. We straight up are announcing the price, bundle price on day 1 of Leak Week. And we're pretty much giving you the colors earlier. And the formula was day 1, we told you what it was. So we're kind of doing this balance, if you haven't noticed, in the last, like, I want to say year, where we are giving you more info, like the need to knows, like price and number of polishes and date, like immediately. But also trying to balance and like build some fun. Like, you know, we do want to deliver over time, unwrap a little bit of the package. So personally, I like the way it's been going, but I'm always happy to hear how people feel about it. And we did save the full reveal of the 7 shades, exactly what they are, full zoom, full res picture for a loyalty email. So that's our exclusive content just for Holo Swatchers and Holo Royalty tier. So they got an email on the Wednesday that showed them, like, here it is, not pixelated, before anyone else did on socials. So that's another perk. Bottle spins, woo! And the palette was building. There she is. Who added those? That's not my official picture. I still have to do that. I will do that after stream. Tracker update, shade names, crisp YouTube lineup. Look at that amazing, stunning graphic. I love them. My millennial brain can still hear this GIF. Yeah, it is giving those vibes. And here's all your boards that are building. I love seeing this happen in real time. Thank you for this. Watch you guys build the evidence up as you get it from socials, from Snapchat. May I interest you in glitter? Yes. Hello? Pastel glitter can cure whatever ails you. So I have my mood board, which, you know, was like gaming, and you guys have yours, which is looks like cough syrup and medication. Whatever floats your boat, you know, just use whatever in your head that inspires you. I've seen mouthwash mood boards, soap, Tide Pods. All right, so you guys like cough syrup. Got it. The Shrimp Conspiracy at Large. Final Dive, Suffocatingly Pale Teal Creme. The Shrimple Life was What a Cat. That's actually true. That was just literally that shade. Born Ugly, another greenish creme. That was more a joke, just to be like, we're gonna give you something green adjacent. Glitch and Glam. That's not really Prawn Star. These don't really exist. The only one that actually existed that was coming was What a Catch. Renamed to What a Catch, not the Shrimple Life. I lost, sorry. Didn't win that one. Off topic, but your jacket is like a glitterly blue Rizzler. Thank you. I'd say it's a little more lavender than blue Rizzler. Someone asked me for a link, so I did save it. I put it in the video description box, anticipating people would ask me. But that is a link to this exact jacket I got it off Amazon. It's actually pretty comfortable. Like, it's not itchy because there's no glitters on the inside. It's like silk. I don't know. It's kind of fun. All that glitters is not gold, but this collab is. I love the holding bananas and trophies. Stunning. Don't let coin toss be the worst seller. So far it's not, but we'll see. Wow, congrats. You've unlocked a +1 bonus slide. Uh-oh, I'm scared. Flashback to this Snapchat from October 2025. What? Did that happen yet? What year are we in? Dear Simply, the people asked, were opinion polled, and would like to know, was this a lime green glitter prototype for this collection? Chat will promise not to yell at you. Right, chat? I don't know if I believe you. So that was not for this collection, but it was also not selected for something else, so it's not coming. We do a lot of like internal polls and also look at our other lime greens that didn't sell well. Brat Summer like didn't even help. But yeah. We have these debates every time. And then we always circle back to like, well, it just doesn't sell well. So sometimes we release polishes that we obviously within a collection, there's always going to be a bestseller and a worst seller. That's how math works. But it is a struggle, you know? RIP to the lime. Whatever. I'm not just gonna make a collection 8 pieces because we had some copy line about 8-bit gaming. What's wrong with you? Did you was that from this stream? I'm being watched. 7-piece collection, 8-piece for 8-bit. 8-bit, are you making fun of me? You're all brain rotted. You need a sticker. Release Emerald Crushed Hollow or draw 25. Lucky for you, I don't even know how to play Uno. I like me as Mariah Carey though. It's gonna be May. Glitters. It's been 1,288 days since the last all glitter collection. Okay, that I agree with. Not yelling, but please, please, please release a super slime lime green. I hear you. Green is a pigment that can't always be done in maybe what you're picturing in your head. But, you know, at some point we might do something adjacent. Why are we yelling? I don't know. Why are we screaming? Stop screaming! That's all from us. In the meantime, we'll be mining those clues for the 6th anniversary launch, which, spoiler, is the next big collection. I mean, you know when our anniversary is. Come on now, next page loading. Thank you, Simply and the Holo Taco team. Shout out to our mods, the warehouse, and customer service. Bingo available here. Solo mission is still in stock. Is she? No! But Not Pressed has RIP'd. She's KO'd. Here, I will copy in some bingo. There's bingo in the chat. We're gonna play. And go back to pixel music. Thank you, detectives, for that. What do you guys got going on next? Let me just do a quick check of the deck. You have nothing for anniversary yet, do you? Uh-huh. Well, I don't think you would, because I actually think anniversary is something I've kept super secret. Yeah, now that I think about it, unless I missed it, sometimes I don't necessarily check everything in Discord, sorry. But I try and keep up, and I don't think I've accidentally leaked anniversary yet. I mean, what? I do have to swatch that, though. Yeah. Because that's the next new thing we're releasing. Spoiler. We're gonna do... Here, I'll just tell you, okay? Our anniversary, this is no secret, is July 6th. We will be 6 years old. On July 6th, Holo Taco will be 6 years old. At some point in July is when we typically release our anniversary collection. It will be limited edition. There will be a special box. And yeah, we're excited to move into year 6. This one's different. But that's all I'll say for now. because we're focused on chunky glitters. Yeah. Are you gonna get on top of swatching soon? Oh, I have to. I gotta get ahead. Yes, I will be swatching soon. So there is no new collection in June, but maybe something else you've been waiting for that isn't technically new will be there. I don't know. Maybe we do a little fun promo too. I don't know. Working on something. And also at some point we are doing a price increase. I don't have the official date yet, but what I do know for sure is that we will be announcing it to all of our customers, telling you the date it will take into effect, and giving you time between when we let you know and the date it actually gets implemented. And this is not new for us to introduce. Sorry, not new. That's not the right thing to say. Holo Taco hasn't raised prices in 3 years, and some of our products have never increased in price since we launched 6 years ago. Like a lot of our $14 specialty polish has been that price for 6 years. When we did some price increases in 2021, was that Gala? It was partial, just some products. So now we will be increasing, which is in part always part of our plan in year 6, just general inflation. But on top of that, yes, as people are pointing out, the tariffs have made it even more bad. Just to be honest, like, yeah, it is worse because of the tariffs that the American government or Donald Trump has decided to impose across the world. So yeah, that will change our prices. That is, to be clear, that's not the same thing as tariffs imposed by other countries when importing stuff from the US. That's different. That's an import tariff. When I say tariffs, I'm referring to its impact on our cost of goods to even make our product. Never mind, we ship it to your international country. So, 2 different things. If you don't want to think about it, I hear you. But at the end of the day, it is, every brand is increasing. Doesn't matter what you sell or what you do. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe that's not true. But what I'm seeing in like cosmetics, beauty, apparel, let's say, everyone is kind of being forced to increase their prices, even if it wasn't in their plan. Somewhat luckily, although it's not lucky, we had already planned on this year being that year, just based on our timelines of past increases and kind of what made sense and what we were already planning for. But we did have to reassess what the amounts would be because of that, yeah. And that is life and the cost of goods. Life is about what? Death and taxes and the cost of goods. But we will let you know. I'm currently working on our announcement letter in my drafts. Holo Taco will be the first to announce when it is and what it is, and I will be as clear as possible. I think is the, no, not I think, is the approach I'll be taking. Okay, let's play bingo. Thank you, Discord, and shout out to our wonderful Discord mods as well, because we have stream mods and we have Discord mods. Stream mods get to come hang out here and chill, and Discord mods get to go "Wah!" in the fire with the detectives. What's Ben saying? Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called tariffs. Will we ever get through it? I don't know. It's so hard to predict, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, not the stream for it. I'll vent and complain about it on the gaming stream where there's less people, because you don't want to hear me get mad. Bingo time. I just shared, here, I'll do it one more time. I'm sharing the link. Anyone can play bingo. Let's see. What? Glitter glitz. Let's go. Okay, shade comparisons done. Coin toss word seller. No. For now it is not. Peely base tutorial. I fucking failed you, didn't I? Okay, we're gonna be posting, Holo Taco will be posting some content with peely base, popping off some good, satisfying peelies. But yeah, we didn't do that here. I just told you to use it. I'm trying to do a speed run. How can I do everything in one class? It's not possible. Ben Farrell chats. Yes. Sophia. Was Sophia here? Maybe she's busy. That's okay. She's busy in Dollywood. I forgive her. Kesha? This would be a good collection for Kesha. Where's Kesha? Is Kesha in the chat? Cat appearance. No cats have visited me today. It's literally so rude. Polish combos. Burststone cells. Well, they're all not there, right? So. Glitterly's usually limited edition. It depends on what's in it. So just saying blanket statement, glitters need to be limited edition is like, would be a falsehood. It depends. Sometimes in a glitter, if I pick like a super obscure color of glitter and size, and then I'm later told like, yeah, we can't get that one anymore. Then I'm like, fuck, what do we do? I think we just have to discontinue it, or it should have been limited edition, right? It really depends. It's not super easy. With this collection for Pixel Perfect, we tried to formulate it in a way with glitters that we believe to be available moving forward, but sometimes it's impossible. It's glitterly difficult, okay? There, I just talked about it, done. Favorite shade pull? Yes. Simply themed outfit? Of course, you know, I love a good fit, a good matchy match. Since I can't do my eyeshadow glittery, RIP to Simplynailogical, I do this instead. Got that glitter on my eyes, free. Sad, I can't do that anymore. But yeah, thanks. Solo Mission is still in stock. Hey guys, you see this button? Just do that, okay? Thanks. Because she's retiring, which means you will never see her again. And now I know she was voted the ugliest polish according to opinion poll surveys, but like, y'all are just rude. Y'all are rude. I don't know what to tell you. Mood boards, got him. We did that right at the top of the stream. Not a traditional rainbow. Yes, I did say that. Racy rejected names. Well, we didn't reject Bite My Peach. I was like, no, we're doing it. No mint. I mean, depends how you define mint. I think this is pretty minty. This is like a winter mint, refreshing mint. It really reminds me of extra gum. The winter mint gum. I would call it like a type of mint, a glitter mint. Maybe a little bit punchier than like pastel mint, but I don't know. I can get on board. Launch video takes 36 minutes. How long did it take? Wait, why would we get this square if I would have had to have been exactly 36 minutes? This is not good to include because it's so challenging for me to hit an exact minute mark. You should have given a range or like more than less than. So no one got this bingo. And no one would have gotten it. Come on, guys. Lo-Fi Lavender bestseller, yes. Apology for Holiday Glitter retires, I did. 8-bit yet 7-bit polishes. Simply eats glitter. Come on, I've been there, done that. Someone asked about next launch. Of course they did. Did I not get bingo? Oh no, Gold Manny collab. You guys did that. Okay, bingo. She got bingo. Phew. I was almost gonna rig this game and pick another bingo sheet. Why do glitters go out of stock? Not enough orders for the product from the manufacturer. It's not about order volume, because we definitely hit that. It's the manufacturer just like doesn't always make the same things all the time. And I'm not talking about the supplier, I'm talking about the manufacturer, like the actual people making them, which is different. Supplier is a middleman. Middle company. It's not for volume shortage because Holo Taco orders a lot of glitter. just sometimes manufacturers, like, they just switch their machinery, they just switch their sheets, and they're like, yeah, we don't make everything all the time. So, too bad. That's just what it is. It is what it is. We need a dark, moody glitter collection. Well, hold up. We're gonna see how this one does. Because this is a palette that I really feel meets a lot of people's needs for its multi-seasonal. It's fun, but also cute, but also maybe closer to neutral, you know, depending on whatever. And I have high hopes for this glitter collection, full glitter collection, which we haven't done in years. And depending on how it goes, it might convince me to do another full glitter collection in like a year and a half, because we've already worked on mood boards for the rest of the fall and the end of the year have been covered and done. But who knows? We will see. You know, always have to look at the data, see how things do, rather than just listen to 3 people in chat. Respectfully. I know it's more than 3 of you, but you understand what I'm saying. We also are data science people. I'm so glad this isn't limited edition. Me too. You are welcome. All right, I will, apologies in advance. I recognize I don't always have time to read every single super chat or member chat when we do launch streams. And that's so I can keep focus on answering a question, doing some education, walking through something without constantly reading all of your lovely chats. But I will do my best to just try and scan through. I'm gonna speed run member chats. Ready? Okay, speed run. And YouTube has a brick. It bricks out when it reaches the max number, so there might have been some before this. Hair is herring. Thank you. I saw something a while back about glitter being used to solve a murder. Oh, we're solving every case here then. 8-bit is my era, loving the chip tunes. Wearing Midnight Owl right now. Oh, but these are brighter, pastelier. The glitter color palette is Chef's Kiss. I am dying. Do not die unless it's in a video game. Stop making such mind-boggling polishes. I hope for a deep, dark version. There's another vote for a dark one. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Jenna. Wearing gold plate button and Rider Diamond in celebration. Excellent. Love that. Bella, I got my salary yesterday. This is perfect timing. All the glitter. Thank you, Loverness, for the Menchie Gang memberships. That means 5 of you can come to tomorrow's Menchie Gang. Bonus stream is tomorrow, 2 p.m. I do an extra bonus stream for Menchie Gang members every month. I'm so excited for this collection. Thank you. Thank you so much for the glitter launch. You have delivered. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Kim. Just prepared my wish list. Petra, I had a big company party yesterday. Our region's appointed color was purple. So I brought purple Holo Taco. That's amazing. Love me some sparkle. Me too. I'm here once again begging for more linears. Thank you. We will work on maybe splicing some in where we can. Abby, been missing the OG glitters from the holiday collection, and this rainbow is everything. May I ask when the next limited collection is? Well, I told you a bit earlier in stream. The fantastic Kim, I'm so excited to get these in time for Pride in a few weeks. Awesome. Melly, could you please make them in every color? Every color? Oh my God. That could be hundreds of colors. Hope, I'm painting my bedroom walls terracotta ombre and got paint everywhere, so I can't chat that much. Oh, that sounds stunning though. So do send a picture in Discord. GC fan, it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Heather, I cannot wait for backgrounds. Yes, I mentioned we will be sharing the digital cloud background collection secured by Alice. Got the bundle. Thank you, Marianne. Got it, Joshua. Got it, Jen. People are always amazed I do my own nails. Yes, we read that earlier from Mrs. Cole. Camping with very little internet. Yes, we read that. Autumn, we read this one. Read this one. Okay, I might have seen these ones. Unusual Amber, not even 12K in emergency vet bills for my cat this month could keep me away from my beloved chunky glitter. Still buying responsibly, as you should. Fancy Antsy wearing glazer. Oh, we read that one. I'm Holo Rochi now. Congrats, Shawarma. The collection is definitely a new favorite of mine. Great job. Thank you, Emma. We read that one. We read those because I checked them. Alicia, a while ago, I asked if there was a replacement for Frostlight because my mom loves it. That was in the deck. I showed her 8-bit today. Now there's a good chance this will be her favorite 8-bit blues. Very happy for that, and thank you for the super chat. Jody just bought Bonus Life and Lo-Fi Lavender. Love that. Hoping this collection and royalty stay in stock for 9 days. Happy birthday, Emma Trinillard. Oh, okay, yes, we read these. Thank you. I'm out at a hen party, but nothing will stop me from ordering Holo Taco. What is a hen party? Like, are there chickens there? I literally have no idea. I also don't get out much, so it's probably my fault. It's a me problem. Sophie just got bonus life, lo-fi lavender, cowboy tea, sparkling spurs, moonlight rodeo, Peely base, first time, let's go. Jam session and curfew crasher. October plague. I'm so excited for these polishes. My birthday's Monday and I can't wait to pick up a few shades. Jessica, inside job, took 6 coats. They're glossy doggo. Oh, that's not correct. There's no way. There's no way you need 6 coats of top coat. Why is there no shipping to Turkey? We ship to over 70 countries. If we don't ship to you, it's most likely because your government has import guidelines and they don't want nail polish to be imported from outside of their country. And we follow the rules according to the shipper and couriers we use. Davida, I want to do an orange Skittle with Bite My Peach and Disco Inferno. Yes, we shared that in the combo section. Love that. Kaylee just started nursing school. No nail polish allowed. But at least you're helping people. You can wear it at home. Peely base, pop it off maybe. Sneak a little in. Need a glitter version of Born Ugly. Yes, we've discussed. Can you mix the jellies with each other? You could mix them if you want. Yeah, sure. Why not? I thought the 8-bit could be a surprise glitter smoothing top coat. I've seen people use them. If that works for you, great. I do feel like it's kind of redundant. If you're going to be adding 2 coats of something on top, why not just add 2 coats of Glossy Taco and just use the same product? But hey, to each their own. Yes, we read that. Lo-Fi Lavender is my dream polish. Yes, we read that. Haley, okay, we read that. Thank you for loving my jacket. I would be all over a not press shade and glitter formula. Would you? I don't know about that. People sleeping on Bite My Peaches. Crazy. I agree. Stunning in person. Oh yeah, you have it. Mr. Moon, without a top coat, do these feel like dried down glitter? Yes. They will feel textured because they are glitter. As all packed glitters will feel textured until you add a glossy top coat. And I do recommend doing 2, spaced out by time. Not textured like sharp, to be clear. They're not sharp. They lie flat. The glitters lie flat, but they still do feel a bit textured naturally without a top coat. Caroline, we need In to go away in this formula. Isn't like Midnight Spark close enough? Also bought the collection. Love it. Had to get more Disco Inferno. Bless your heart. Thank you, Simply. Perfect. Picking up those Holo royalties before those are gone. Hello, Jeanette from the VOD Squad. Read that. Loving this new collection. Do you have any tips for wrapping the tips for glitter? Yeah. Wrap the tip with the jelly base, but don't try and chonk on the glitter bits. You know what I mean? Because those glitter bits might hang weird. I kind of like just press them down. So after I do 1 coat and it's been like 2 minutes and it's like semi-dry, I just go like this, just to, in case something's hanging off. And of course, wrap the tip with Glossy Taco. I plan to put 1 coat of 8-bit blue over Swan Song. Ooh, that's good. You get some underglow shimmer. Compare 8-bit blue to Simply Chaotic. They're not the same at all. But hopefully someone else can do that comparison. That, like, one's a thermal that is turquoise and dark purple, and one is an aqua blue glitter. Brenna, my boyfriend asked why my nails are yellow, and I've never felt more proud. Yeah. Me. For most of my career. Frosted Metals, please. Foiled again and love frozen bananas. Disco Inferno was a frosted metal. Ronnie, I'm so obsessed with the pinks. Lauren, I'd rather have the discount than the box 100% of the time. Melina, I've never liked the color peach, but since, oh, we read that, you're with your dog. Can we expect magnetic multichromes? That is kind of a thing, but they don't really exist in the customizable way maybe you're imagining. It's very pigment dependent. Can we also see them over black? I would love for someone to do that and share that on socials when they get the collection, or maybe some of our swatchers will be sharing content like that. Absolutely love this new collection. Idea. Oh yes, we read that. We read that. No yelling. We read that. My birthday code expires on July 12th. Should I use it now? I'm not going to tell you when our anniversary release is, other than it's some point in July. I promise I'm not a detective. I don't believe you. BB No Money loves bingo. Oh no, there she is. He yells it in his new song. Does he? Okay, we need a dark moody glitter collection. Mountain for gift. Thank you, Mountain, for gifting 5 Menchie Gang memberships. Menchie Gang, Menchie Gang, Menchie Gang, Menchie Gang, Menchie Gang. And I've reached the end of my speed run. Jennifer Jean 68, thank you for all your hard work and fun, beautiful releases. How about thank you, chat and glitter lovers. This one was for you. It was always for you. If you've been missing glitter, you've been thirsting for the ultimate sparkle in the rainbow-ish, rainbow adjacent palette, then I'm glad this one got you. GG's, everybody. Can I get some GG's in the chat? And she's gonna go take a nap after this 3-hour game. Don't forget, Menchie Gang is tomorrow. And there is no stream next Saturday because I'll be doing something. Follow me on Snapchat to see what. But I'll be here on Wednesday. We'll do gaming on Wednesday. A hen party is when you find the closest farm and steal a pie out the window. I'm not liking this super chat from Ben. I'm not liking it. What? But, all right, everybody. GG's on another stunning collection from Holo Taco, if I do say so. I'm so excited for people to get them in the mail. And yeah, big shout out to the mods, the Menchie Gang, and everyone who shopped today or just loved the collection or who commented their favorite shade. Thank you for bringing glitter back. Thank you, Aurora, for wanting it. Because I will do more if this sells well. So I'm interested to see. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.